And done. There you go. You.
What? What is this?
How you gonna come over here sick right before Christmas?
It's all your fucking whole sphere of people's fault, okay?
You're sick.
Yeah, because I went to fucking anti-vaxxer Thanksgiving
Vito.
with your best friend Josh Denny and Carl and all these guys who go, oh, the vaccine's gay. And they run around putting their COVID hands on everything.
So do you think you have COVID?
Nah, I don't know. I got something from these fellas.
Then why would a COVID vaccine, which doesn't work, have anything to do with you getting?
I think it's just their whole generic way of life, where it's like, well, not only
you're saying they're unhealthy. You're saying Josh Denny and Carl Spitali compared to you are unhealthy.
The healthiest.
How do you come in? You sit right there and act shocked that I'm moving you over there. At least you're not spitting right in my face.
Jake's making me sit in the sick kid chair, the fat sick kid chair. I sat down. I said,
"Don't touch anything in my house."
I'm gonna lick the microphone.
Well, that's Sean's. Do you not understand how sickness works?
I'm not that sick.
Being sick at all is what transfers over to other people. Then they get their own sickness. It doesn't work like that.
I'm just saying, like, I have just like a cough at this point.
So you're at the most. When did you start getting sick?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. How did you feel yesterday?
I know that last Saturday after the show, I was the most sick.
Last Saturday?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You were sick last week too?
Yeah.
Have you been sick for a whole Did you get sick on purpose to lose weight?
No, it's not. I don't think getting sick helped me lose weight, although I have just been drinking chicken broth for a fucking week. So maybe that helped.
This is how you are in our big get with Karl Jobst. You're like sick out of your mind.
I'm not sick out of my mind. I'm a little bit sick, and I said, "Oh, I got a little bit of a cough," and then you, like a baby, went,
"Because you have to
sit in that chair. Oh,
get away from me!
Don't touch me!" I thought you guys were so tough because you don't have the vaccine. You have natural immunity to everything.
Why do you keep talking about the vaccine? It doesn't work. It didn't work for anybody. It was a fucking scam.
It works. You just didn't want it because you're like, "Oh, I'm the ultimate man. I'll never get sick."
No, it just obviously doesn't work. It obviously is bullshit.
I think if you had it, you would be less scared of me and my contagion.
Vito, it only allegedly works against COVID. They're not like what? Do you know how many people? Like, I know all of you guys think this, that like the cold vaccine is like also protects against the flu, or the flu vaccine also protects against the cold. It doesn't.
It's all part of the same.
No, it's not all part of the same system.
Your body knows that it's healthier. That's what's important.
You sound like shit.
No, I sound good.
So
I have a little tickle in my throat. I might sneeze
I'm gonna get fucking sick for
aggressively.
Christmas.
It's not even close to Christmas. What is today?
I get
December
sick for
1st?
like 3 or 4 weeks at a time. You're gonna fuck up my whole thing, man.
Well,
you gotta wash your hands.
Why don't you have an isolation chamber? I didn't touch anything.
Stop! You're so reckless, which is what got you sick in the first place.
I never get sick. Okay. All right. Sometimes get sick. I get sick when I'm
starting to get fucking sweating, thinking I'm getting sick right now.
When I have to interact with more than a few people. I got sick at the live show.
You gotta stop putting your fingers in your mouth.
That's where my fingers go. Where else am I supposed to put them?
And now you wanna. Now we've got Karl coming on.
Now we got Karl Jobst.
Yeah.
Will be joining us in about half an hour. I'm very excited to have him.
Yeah.
Of course, investigative journalist, speedrunner, the man who exposed Billy Mitchell, the man who is now currently exposing the completionist, and an apparent expert in the world of charity fraud, which is a topic that we find endlessly fascinating on this show.
Yeah. So
we're going to bring him in at about half an hour and talk to him about that. And I'm sick, and Dick's all upset about it.
Well, yeah, because you're also like, we shouldn't do problems until after the guest, and I don't think that's a good idea.
He's going to do a problem. He's going to do...
Yeah, I know. But we should do a problem first.
But then we can't...
Or else everyone's going to, like, check out.
It's not. It's going to be different. It's a very... Let's put it this way. It's a very special problem what he's doing. It's like a investigative report, like... top of the hour kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, but like that's not the show. The show is like problems.
The show should change. The show can
But
evolve.
why? It's not that like.
We're trying a new format. Okay.
Oh, this is just
Why
everything
anytime?
about this is such a fucking disaster.
It's
like
not.
why don't you just do
You're catastrophizing it.
No.
You are
doing
catastrophizing
no
it for no
problems
reason.
and then a guest problem.
We're
It's like
doing
setting him up for failure.
problems. It's not setting him up for failure.
I just don't know why your instincts are so bad for setting up the format of these call-ins.
My instincts are excellent, and Carl's a fucking genius. So he doesn't need like a runway. He doesn't need like a demonstration on how to talk on a topic.
Why would he need a demonstration?
Well,
the show is problems. It's for the audience.
I explained the show to him. He knows the show.
But the show is problems. It's not getting a guest on and interviewing them.
It's not going to be an interview.
Okay.
It's going to be a problem.
We should have done a problem first. This is like the treatment all over again.
Yeah, I know. I do the work and make it good, and
nobody calls us back.
Well, nobody's
right?
going to call us back anyway because they're only making game shows, is what they say.
So your treatment got 0 callbacks. You know that, right? You see that, right?
Your treatment.
My treatment was not submitted.
Okay. It was a collaborative treatment.
No. Yours was yours.
Don't blame me for the fail. Look, I'm
not blaming.
I came up with the idea. Okay, so we wouldn't have had anything if I didn't have that. At least I had an idea. That's worth something, right?
No, it's worth jack shit.
Yeah, well.
All right, are we ready to do the show?
I think so.
Okay.
Just endless negativity.
I got a bad
from
feeling
you.
about this
No,
already.
it's gonna be good. Why? Because it's the
fucking-
biggest
problem
in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem in the universe. I didn't get a fucking rhyme. That's what I forgot.
Yeah, well,
From,
maybe focus on
our
that before you worry
problems.
about me ruining the show, asshole.
From too many immigrants to all the money you spent. How about that one?
Sure.
I'm your host, Dick Masterson. Joining me as always is Vito. I wish you were a little bit further away from me.
Hack, hack, cough, cough. Welcome to your favorite podcast. Although we're not everyone's favorite podcast, I've been looking at these Spotify numbers.
Yeah.
With the most listened shows of the year. But I think we lose out because we're a weekly show.
Oh, is Carl not?
I think Carl does. I think Carl also puts up all his little stupid bonus bullshit and whatever, and who are these socials and
That counts as one feed for him?
Yeah, I think so.
I
think that's
he's
why
gaming the system somehow.
He's gaming the system.
Because people are if you're posting and Carl is ahead of us on your Spotify thing,
most
don't
listened
tag
to.
me in it.
Yeah.
Tag yourself with a 9mm in the head.
Why are you listening to all his stupid spin-off shows? Who are these buttholes and where are my
Whose
pants?
butthole is
And,
this? I don't know.
What are these? All these fucking Mr. Question Mark. He should get
Yeah.
that suit with all the question marks all over it.
That guy was cool.
That guy was cool.
I saw him at a
People get
conference.
free money from the government. I knew his name at one point. Oh, well. Anyway, we're at least people's third most favorite podcast.
That's not
in
any
a variety
good.
of ways. Yeah, it's whatever.
Third sucks.
We're getting there. I was on
Barely
PKA yesterday.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I think it was all right.
What'd you guys? What TV shows did you guys talk
We
about?
ended up talking about they're watching the Jack Reacher TV show, so we talked about that for a while.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No, so I
You
just-
bring it? Do you bring in any of your own shows and like Invincible? Or anything?
Invincible. I didn't talk. No Invincible
You didn't-
talk really.
Oh yeah.
They
The cum
grilled. They
stuff,
grilled
didn't-
me about the weight loss contest. We're not doing that. Oh yeah, we're gonna edge people till the end of the show.
I got a special treat for you.
What?
Because you broke my other
Is it
scale.
humiliating? How did I break your scale?
Good question, Vito. How did you break my scale?
I didn't break your scale.
The cleaning lady touched it, according to her. She just grabbed it to move it gingerly out of
Yeah.
the way, and it shattered
Oh.
on her. Totally shattered.
I do wonder why all the scales are made of glass, though.
Well, they're made of like windshield glass.
Yeah.
But that's not rated for.
It's supposed to be rated up to 400 pounds.
It's not microfractures.
They're literally
It
bathroom
was-
scales. Have you seen the average American? That's their fault. They should be making. I don't know why they make
the
them out of
average
fucking
because those
tempered
guys don't
glass.
weigh themselves. It's
No.
like torture for
Yeah.
them, and they know it. So
Actually-
I have a new scale,
Wow.
and it has a Bluetooth on it. So when you weigh yourself, it's going to go only to my phone.
Oh, so I'm not going to know?
So you're not going to know.
That's retarded. That's a stupid
Vito,
twist.
the amount of suspense is going to be palpable. It's going to be
How much suspense?
Incredible.
When are we, like, how long are you going to hold on to that information?
For forever. I don't know. I could hold on to it for the entire, for at least 2 hours when we finally do it.
It's a dumb gimmick.
Okay. The winner for last week was immigration, me. Then buyer's remorse, you.
Yes.
And then too much time between animated seasons.
At least that was positive.
Yeah.
What was the last one?
Not enough leftovers.
Was that
negative?
No, I think it might
I don't
have
know.
been positive.
I
Although all the comments were like, I haven't watched the episode yet, but I'm sure Vito's problem is not enough leftovers. I'm like, I don't do every food problem on the show. Sometimes Dick does a food problem.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
You'd kind of be asking for it if you brought that one in.
I did enjoy after the show. A lot of people said, "Hey, that Pac-Man did look like a good purchase," and I saw a few fans of the show went and picked up a copy.
How many?
At least one or two.
One or two, maybe.
2 or 3.
One.
I almost bought more because they went from $20 down to 15
So you bought more Pac-Man?
to give away.
Why?
They're like good gifts. I have friends who have Nintendo Switches and like stupid crap.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
You almost bought more of this?
I almost bought more of that. Do his fists launch off if you press the button?
They do. They do launch
fists.
off, yeah.
It's got everything, man.
Okay, well.
The Black Pac-Man. Nick Ricardo was leaving comments about the Black Pac-Man.
Were they racially
They were
themed?
racially themed comments. Thanks, Nick. I was just like, wow, Nick. At least Nick's
Lawyers
listening
can't
to
help
the show.
themselves.
All right, you got some comments for us?
Yeah. MC Hellshit. Holy shit, that Christmas photoed up stinger with the incomprehensible lyrics had me dying.
Everybody really liked that one.
Yeah. Sean Langham. I love watching Dick and Vito try to open boxes on the show. Okay. Nightcore Gayness. Not getting my Super Killer comic until next year because Vito's too busy making trapezoid hats.
I still think that's a good idea.
That hat's not a trapezoid, though.
Yeah, but this hat...
Would you prefer
You're
it
not
to
trying.
be?
I think well, this one's like a patch, but
You don't think that would look a little bit like Mad Hattery, like Mad Hatter's shitty Halloween costume? Like if you
I
had
just think a slight amount of distortion to offset the wrapping around of the hat. I might be a genius.
Dot Executable says Ripiverse is looking up to be a very progressive comic by Eric. Ricky Retardo is soon to be a cultural icon for my leftist value system. How about that?
Ricky's the most powerful. There are no special needs superheroes in like the main Marvel DC pantheon. Huh?
Are there not?
There should be at least one.
Just a little bit.
And one who's not like a dumb rock monster guy, like, it's got to be like just a guy who's like, and I can help too, Superman. It's like, oh, hey, cool.
Well, that's Bizarro Superman, is that? Isn't he
but
retarded?
again, he's like a monster man. I want like just like a
You're
regular,
like a suave James Bond kind of retarded guy? I'll take an apple juice. Pork. No pulp.
That's a pretty
Apple juice
good.
doesn't have pulp there. You better believe it doesn't.
Remember now where you come from, chemo shop here.
What did you say your name was? A lot of pussy? You mean like a vagina? I'm James Retarded Bond.
I'm James Retarded Bond. James, you need to stop telling people you're retarded. You're throwing off the mission. I just think they need to know.
Now, James, this is a toothbrush. You want to use this twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. Oh, interesting. And where does it go?
That voice is a little too perfect. I feel like this is a pretty good character that could be expanded upon.
The Pierce Brosnan mouth.
I know, now you do.
Okay. AJ00. Damn, Vito, I'm disappointed you didn't make an old lady cry.
Yeah. People want us to get her on the show. Maybe we will. Then
Okay.
Nacho Mama.
David Friesner. Wow. I've never seen anyone lose faster than when Vito said buyer's remorse. You have buyer's remorse because you're a compulsive spender, Vito. Stop buying
I mean,
trash.
that's part of it. Yeah. I do buy a lot of garbage. What garbage showed up at my house this week? I got a blender finally.
Oh.
I've owned a blender.
What kind of blender?
Got one of those
Like a
ninja.
Vitamix?
I got one of those ninja blenders because again, I love that guy. Streaming
blended
Fortnite.
Hot Wheels?
Yeah, to blend
Yeah.
up all my Fortnite figures like Ninja would do.
What have you made with your blender?
Nothing yet. But now
Okay.
I'm worried I was supposed to get one of those stick blenders. Is that better?
You got to get like a Vitamix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick blenders. That's good. You
Yeah.
can cram like a chicken in there with a stick blender.
Maybe I got to do that.
Martin O'Keefe says, I've been laughing all week at Vito falling for the GameStop girl. I thought Vito had more self-awareness than most nerds. I've been proved wrong, and he fits the mold. But he spelled it M-O-U-L-D, of a run-of-the-mill loser. That's not
What do you mean I don't have self-awareness? I have perfect self-awareness.
You're not
What are
allowed
you
to have
talking
a
about?
crush on a
Yeah.
girl?
I can't go, hey, that chick at the GameStop was in my league and seems
You know how many
nice.
bartenders I've wanted to fuck? What does that mean?
Am I just never supposed to be attracted to a woman?
At GameStop.
At GameStop.
Yeah, that's 2 on the nose.
Oh, wow.
Why don't you fuck yourself, Martin O'Keefe? Rex Sexton says, I literally gave Vito 5+ clips of my published comedy writing, and I did that alongside my professional comedy co-writer, and I was ignored about the writing assistant position, but go off.
Well, Rex, I got like 50 guys sent me shit all at once, so it's like, I'm like, I don't know. You're like sandwiched in between the guy who sent me like all his community college like improv classes.
How are you so hard to get? How do you have the audacity to play
It's not
this
that
hard to get?
It's not that I'm hard to get. It's that I got like a million fucking people sending me messages. Anyway, Rex, I think I saw your name at least, and I was like, this seems like an interesting guy. And then I went and I played Mario, and I forgot about you because I don't know, man. Send me your stuff again. How's that?
Oh, send it again
Send it
so I
again,
get
so I
to be
remember it.
disappointed again,
I
right?
don't know how anyone keeps track of all this shit.
Because they want to write with you. They look up
Yeah.
to you and want to experience your comedy.
Well, I was thinking that I got to start writing more scripts. I got to have some movie scripts ready to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great idea.
Randy keeps chasing me for the.
Oh, I doubt that.
Shut up.
I don't believe you.
He liked the idea of the conservative horror Saw movie. Okay, he still likes.
Can I tell him that you
idea.
said that he's chasing you?
Okay, however you want to phrase it. I hate you guys.
Martin O'Keefe, again, says it's worth $120. No, Vito, it's worth nothing. It's trash.
It's worth at least $15.
Anno Mystic says, I wish Vito didn't exist.
The fuck kind of comment is? All right, I got to start getting comments. I'm going to start bringing in more comments because somehow you just find comments that are like, I hope Vito will die. I hope Vito goes to jail. Vito is the worst. I have a comment for you, though.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Vito, I'm a little late on this, but next time you feel the need to discuss poisoning kids, don't. Dick hates kids.
Oh.
So you have to speak to him about a subject he actually cares about, alcohol.
Okay.
The Bottled in Bond Act of 1897 was one of the very first consumer protection laws in the U.S. A lot of bourbon, rye, and other producers were cutting their product with wild shit. At best, it meant getting watered-down liquor,
No, that's pretty bad.
which is pretty bad.
Yeah.
At worst, you could die from shit like iodine poisoning or formaldehyde-spiked whiskey.
Huh.
To this day, if you buy alcohol with Bottled in Bond on the label, you are guaranteed by the U.S. government to be receiving 100 proof liquor that was aged in warehouses under federal supervision.
100 proof. Wait, I don't drink any 100.
Well, I think it's 100% proofed, like they've checked it.
100%? 100
I don't
proof?
think it's 100 proof liquor because that is.
Well, that's what he said.
Well, that is what he
Do
said.
am I actually buying this thing that he's saying, or is that just like a special petroleum reserve?
Dick, do you think that people should be allowed to sell you alcohol that has been watered down without your knowledge?
It's all without my knowledge. I'll be able to taste it. I can smell it. I'm like Wolverine.
But you've already
Or
bought
I
it
can
off
smell
the
it through
shelf. Wouldn't you
bottle.
rather the government is forcing
I'll
these people?
fucking bash that guy's head in with if somebody's selling me watered down liquor, I'll come back and fucking glass his ass.
Okay.
That'll work once.
Yeah, well, when you get in there and they have their own private security
I'll
that
blast
they've
them
hired.
too. I'll be like the Matrix.
So Dick's argument against the FDA.
What year was that done in?
All the way back in 1897, back when liquor was Wild West.
I'm sure that really cleared it up.
I think it did. And
Yeah?
now when I buy liquor in the United States, I go, I know this is produced to the highest standards of Uncle Sam.
See, don't you think it's time for a problem now? Like, doesn't it feel like we could squeeze a quick one in before Carl?
Let's just have Carl do. Oh my God, why are you doing this?
Well, do you have more stuff? I'm totally out. What do you want to talk about? Eric's 3D clip art comic that we uncovered this week?
I mean, I assumed we would talk a little bit about that.
You want to talk about that?
Well, what time is it? It's not 6:20?
6:20.
Yeah, let's talk about the clip art comic real quick.
Right.
Which everyone is telling us. Well, not everyone, but his defenders are saying, I think it's cool that it's clip art.
I think it's cool that he didn't draw it. I think it's real meta.
I think it shows real discipline that he hired a bunch of Brazilians to go into a 3D modeling program and just drop the same stock assets they've apparently been using in all their books for the past 10 years.
Yeah. Sean and I looked at this we did a bonus episode
Did someone
last
send
night.
this to you?
Yeah, I forget his name.
Okay.
Fuck, he's in the Discord. He's real top. Real, like, microphone assassin level researcher. He found all of the... So, Eric,
First person to find the castle wins a prize, by the way.
Yeah, free shirt. If you can
free
find
shirt
the...
if you find the castle.
What this guy found is... somebody tell me what his name is that every single thing in ISOM, the trucks...
Tables,
couches,
warehouses,
even the human beings are all just free to download 3D assets from 3D Warehouse, ironically.
Right.
That aren't even traced over in the comic. Eric's artist has just placed them like
and then
dolls.
Hit render,
and it spit out the comic. And then Eric...
Yeah, I don't even think they're drawing over it.
No, they're not. Because you can, if you zoom in, if you look closely, you can see the polygons on every round surface.
So it just takes
no one would draw
model,
that.
Yeah, it just
no
takes,
one could draw that. It's too accurate.
It would be a waste. It's exactly. So it just takes the model, flattens it, and adds a black outline to try and make it look adds little black lines to like the detailing to make it look like it's from out of someone's pen.
Yeah.
And that's the
and that's what's going to challenge Marvel and
$6.8
DC.
million comic book that you guys are all excited about is, hey, look, I took a 3D picture of a truck and I just flattened it on the page for you.
It's like Barbie dolls. It's like playing. It's like Eric July's playing.
It's like
with
making a comic book
Barbies.
in The Sims. It's
Yeah.
like playing around in The Sims and being like, well, if I move the camera here, like that's like,
It's like that really weird porn using like existing 3D models.
Yeah.
And they go like, and you're like, what is this? Why is this an ad? Who's clicking on this?
it explains why his comic is so like flat. Like,
yeah,
because
and why all the expressions are like sometimes their eyes are closed when they're looking around and they don't ever have any good expressions. They're just like staring.
Yeah.
Because it's just a render of a 3D model.
Is that are the faces not even drawn on or like?
No, those are. Look, I found
there's a guy who
kissing
looks-
his sister.
Wait, is this all like just three? Oh my! Like someone's drawing something.
But
But the weird thing about ISOM is, you know what? He's never posted any penciled pages for ISOM. I'm pretty sure
because they don't exist.
I don't think there are any like, hey, here's the pencils.
Hold on, let me get through all my stuff about Israel. Here we look.
Yeah, that's
see ISOM.
Yeah, that's when his artist was working for Marvel or DC or whatever. Or
oh, really?
Yeah, like way or whatever it was.
Yeah,
but he was just using these basic whatevers for like fill-in work because it's.
Here's ISOM and his sister.
Yeah.
In an alternate universe, which he said he wasn't going to do.
What comic is so? It looks exactly the same as this other guy's comics.
Yeah.
Because he just takes these models and he arranges them and then he flattens them. And I don't know. I'm going to hope that he takes his pencil at some point and adds some sort of like shading or something. But
why?
I don't even know.
Look, this is, if you look closely at this, see how ISOM is lying down on the couch?
Yeah.
No denting on the couch or anything, right? But you can also see that this lying down is just a guy standing that they've flipped horizontally. That they've rotated 90 degrees. So now he's in a mannequin standing position, but on his back.
Well, they also put his hand up here for some reason.
You could do that standing up.
Yeah. Look, it explains why this comic just doesn't look like a comic. Like a comic is supposed to look like an artist sat down and like drew stuff.
Yeah.
And this looks like you took a bunch of stock 3D models and rotated them into place. And Eric is out here lecturing everyone about the right way to make comics. Yeah, exactly. This week he's been going on this big rant about how people wreck the discipline of an Eric July type character.
Yeah.
And that's why your comics are all, sometimes have delays and don't come out on time.
Because they're not clip art,
yeah,
bro.
because I'm not hiring Brazilians to rotate clip art into place. I'm hiring,
why are people paying $100
artists.
for clip art?
Dude, why did he get that for his artist? Why didn't he go like, oh no?
I thought the point was to
I'm gonna
pay
get, like, a
right-wing,
real
like
guy.
canceled artists poor talented money.
No, it's
and like
about
make a whole universe around that.
right. And that would be much cooler if he got like a bunch of artists who were like,
Yeah.
can't. And literally all of his artists are coming from the same Brazilian
Chop shop.
I didn't realize all of them
Glass
came
House.
from Glass House Graphics or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he hired that guy Joe Bennett. I'm like, oh, I've heard that guy's name. Like, and then I check. It's like, oh, he works for Glass House too. He's only working with this like Brazilian fucking art farm. If you want to like make the comic industry great again or whatever, shouldn't you be like trying to find artists from all around the world and like cool guys and like guys with actual crazy talent to make your books?
Yeah.
But no, it's just no. I just want to like shove shit out the door as quickly as possible, and he's like bragging about it. He's bragging about, look at how quick I put out this comic with all these errors and terrible art and fucking spelling mistakes everywhere. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I could take a shit on
What's
a plate,
the point of
serve
having
it to you
clip
real
art?
quick, but
Just-
I'd rather wait for the chef to cook me a meal.
Just describe what's in the scene. Why
Yeah.
use clip art?
Yeah,
Just
why
say
even
like,
have
I'm lying on a couch. Just release the script.
And the other thing is, like, people are like, well, these
The art doesn't
these
serve the
programs
story.
are common. It's like, yeah, they're common for like being like, okay, I need to figure out what it would look like from this high angle or whatever, and get like a basic idea.
I
of
can't
that
even
layout.
tolerate those people who are like, well, it's actually, and it just shut the fuck up. Like, you don't even understand what you're talking about.
No, they don't. It's like, yeah, it's also like normal to buy one of those little like wooden dolls that you can pose on your
It's
desk.
normal to charge $5 for comics, too. God.
Well, you're supposed to take it and then redo it in your style and just kind of use it as like a helpful reference material. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to take the reference material and just flatten it and put like a stock fucking filter over it to disguise it as comic art.
Shit, did the meeting end?
Does that happen? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it happens.
Well, let's see if it unhappens.
Getting ready. Camera is starting. Okay, let's ask to join.
Let's see what
Let's
we
see
got
if Carl's
here.
here.
We have
It's Carl, right?
It is Karl Jobst. Great guy. I actually I've been following this guy for a while. I'm excited to get him on.
See if he's on.
Let me see if he's let me check if he sent me a message of any sort. Test 1 1 2.
This is the big weigh-in show.
He should be in there. Wait, do you have he has to let us in?
I guess.
That's stupid.
Well,
Apparently you have
let us in.
to let us
into our own meeting.
To the meeting. How are you not in charge of the meeting? Who started the meeting?
I don't know.
Did
Probably
you
me.
start it as that account?
Yeah, probably. Join. There we go. There we go. Got it.
Oh, but
All
is
right.
he in there?
I don't know. Oh, thank you. Thank God.
Did that?
Now I don't have to think about this fucked up format anymore. I can just think about this beer. There he is.
All
There's somebody.
right. Fantastic.
Carl, how you doing?
Oh, you can see me.
Oh, he can.
We can.
Excellent.
Holy shit. Am I live already or what?
Yes,
you
you
are
We like
currently
to
live.
surprise people. It's weird seeing you live. I've been listening to your videos all day. I
How you
got
finding them?
hooked.
You didn't fall asleep?
I might have, but that means I'm
You're
at peace.
just a sleepy boy.
Yeah. Speedrunning is Vito's called me autistic several times, thinking I wasn't listening to him. But speedrunning is like my favorite thing in the world: sushi, travel, and speedrunning. So the videos are great.
So you're suggesting that if you got into or enjoyed the speedrunning stuff, you are autistic?
I'm saying that Dick, I will come over to his house and he's just watching speedrunning
Yes, he did say
videos all
that.
day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And I'm like, Dick, what do? You just watch people play Super Mario Maker
Yeah.
on loop?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I think it's fairly it's fair. It's fair to link it to autism. That's just
I mean, I
Can't
think
really
it's
argue
cool. I
against
think the
that.
whole high score chase stuff is cool, and I know that you covered some of that as well. I remember I had a buddy who was a Tapper champion, and he's like, I don't even really like Tapper. I just saw a hole in the high score market, and I thought it could belong to me.
Yeah.
So Vito, please introduce Karl to the
Well, this is
audience.
Karl Jobst, famous. You're a speedrunner yourself as well, right?
Yeah, I don't really do it so much anymore when I started doing YouTube, but I've done it a lot.
Yeah. What was your
Yeah, in the past.
speed run of choice that you were kind of like big for?
GoldenEye.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Well, I was probably better at Perfect Dark, but Perfect Dark's more irrelevant, so GoldenEye is the more well-known game.
Vito, didn't you say those, but we're both shitty? Didn't you and I have a big argument, and I said those were great games, and you said they were shitty games.
Look,
Is that right?
I'm just saying GoldenEye has clearly not stood the test of time.
And it was
has
those
some
two
issues.
exact games that I said, actually, that were great, and you said specifically those are shitty.
I think people can have a fondness for GoldenEye. I understand it, but I think it doesn't exactly hold up across time.
Karl, that's a stupid opinion, right?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's not a game that I would just casually play for fun.
Thank you.
So, I mean, if you just want to casual a game,
Right.
yeah, I couldn't imagine that.
It's
now,
fun to try and break it in all sorts of stupid ways and set up the proximity
But when
mines
you get
on
really
camera
good at
3.
it,
Yeah.
if you get really good at it, and it is hard to get good because those games are really hard, especially if the control stick and everything is like super unique. So all your gaming in the last 20 years isn't going to prepare you for GoldenEye. You're going to feel like you're just the worst player ever when you go back to it.
Well, thank God all my friends are as old as I am, so they're as shitty as me now, and usually as drunk. What are you listening to?
Just making sure that the audio's coming
audio's
through
working?
for everybody.
Okay, so Karl, you've had a big week.
Well, I wanted to real quick
go
say,
ahead.
because so after GoldenEye speedrunning, that kind of turned you into like a watchdog for speedrunners, right? Kind of checking up, making sure people, or were you just reporting
I mean,
on
look,
what
I'm
other
not
people
I'm not a
discovered?
fucking watchdog or anything.
You're
I'm not
a
like
bit of a
You're a
watchdog,
vanguard
Karl.
for
I
honesty.
literally just find it's just fucking interesting topics, you know, like
Absolutely, yeah.
I just make videos on stuff I'm interested in, so I'm not like trying to put myself on some sort of moral high ground or convey any
But you've
message
developed
generally.
a reputation as a guy who's exposing fraudsters. It seems like. I mean,
I'm not exposing them. They're just interesting stories
all right.
to listen to. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
Well,
not- it's
famously,
just
Billy
content.
Mitchell. Billy
it's
Mitchell.
just
You made a
content.
big video on him, right?
Yeah, he's good content.
He's very good content.
Didn't he sue you? Did I read that
Yeah,
right?
I'm getting sued. I'm in the middle of a lawsuit right now.
You really ruined my week because the week before you put out your big video, or like, I don't know if you were the first video out, but I had gone to a game convention and I met Billy Mitchell right before all the controversy broke. And I went, wow, I met Billy Mitchell, Donkey Kong champion. And I was like so excited. And it's like, it's all a lie. It's a fake. And I'm like, oh.
He's still
very good at
Donkey.
Donkey. He's still good at Donkey Kong.
I mean, yeah, ignoring the games. I mean, who cares about that? But
Right.
just him as a character is.
Yeah, I know. I met
Still-
him for like 2
still
seconds,
got it.
and he was
He's
already
still
ripping on
interesting.
Obama for some reason. He was making
Because
the
Obama's the devil.
No, Obama's fine. I like Obama.
I saw him at Musso and Frank's in Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah, and I wanted to just go up and punch him right in the stomach. I said, man,
Say,
that would be
"This
fucking
is
hilarious.
Steve Wiebe?
In this steakhouse. Yeah,
Bam.
fuck you, right, boom, like Houdini.
How
Bam!
dare you set high scores on MAME rather than using original arcade hardware? Bam.
I go to jail for a little bit. That'll be all right.
It'd be a good story.
But then by the time I had enough to drink, he was gone. So I never got to do it.
Well, I got to say, Karl, I've been following your videos for a long time. I'm very excited to have you on the show. And, of course, the show, as you know, is the biggest problem in the universe. So my question to you, of course, is what is the biggest problem in the universe?
Well, I chose Compulsive Liars.
Oh.
That's a pretty
And
good
it's
one.
like a kind of a two-part problem because Compulsive Liars wouldn't be a problem if people just didn't believe everything they heard.
People stopped enabling them.
Isn't that crazy? They
Yeah.
just will believe literally anything. Like,
They will literally believe anything, and it doesn't matter who says it, or
yeah.
they'll just some anonymous random user will tell them something, and they'll say, "Oh, thanks, I didn't know that." And that's just they don't even think about it.
You could go up to
And I
somebody and
think
go,
you,
check this out, I'm invisible. And they'll go, where'd you go?
No, I'm just saying you don't. I don't think you can appreciate how often people lie until people talk about you.
Yeah.
And you probably would know this. But yeah, when people start talking about you, because I know me pretty well.
Right.
I know what happens to me and I know what I think and all that kind of stuff. And it wasn't until people started talking about me that I realized that they have no idea what they're talking about. People are just full of shit.
People will just make up something about you because it like fits their worldview.
Yeah.
And they like need to contextualize who you are and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Are you facing like a lot of backlash lately and people are just making up motivations for you? I get a lot of that.
Oh, I would never say that I face a lot of backlash.
Yeah.
Everyone faces a bit of backlash, but no, it's not about that. It's not like that's a problem or anything. But you just don't know how many people are lying until they talk about something that you're an expert on, and I'm an expert on me, so I just see it. It's just I was a big wake up call, and it was also a big wake up call to see how quickly people will believe something, because I'll just see a lie that someone just believed without question. Instantly.
What's a lie that's going around right now that you've been seeing?
Oh man, I can't think of one on the spot. But
everyone's been saying I have a normal sized penis. That's not true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
very
stuff.
small.
I'm not into politics that much, but there's a lot of stuff going on there. Those Twitter farmers, like they just post crap all the time.
Yeah.
Like that, I see that a lot. I just don't buy into anything anymore. I pretty much stopped. I stopped believing anything as soon as I became a personality, because I just really don't believe anything without fact checking anything myself first.
So is this is this a good segue into your charity fraud expose that you've been up to? You and Mudahar exposed a guy for, what was his name? The Completionist?
Yeah.
That's his YouTuber name.
For stealing about $500,000 from charity that he collected donations, didn't give it. And then I also saw today that he's connected to this like golfing charity event, and apparently they're not giving any money either. It's this whole family business of that was crazy.
Well, I mean, it's all not out yet, like there's it's like
you have to drip
you
feed
peel
this,
off a layer, you peel off a layer, and there's just another weirder layer under that. It's because this all started because the thing that started everything was just the fact that they hadn't donated any money.
Yeah, the Completionist. That's
his organization.
Yeah. Okay.
The Open Hand Foundation.
Is the organization like 100% him and his family? Do they have any other employees?
Yes.
Just him and his family.
That I'm aware of.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
That's always a bad sign when it comes to
I think so.
It's always a bad sign.
Yeah. So it was just that they've taken in money. They were incorporated in 2014. They've been receiving donations since then and haven't passed it on any money until now.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that got everything started, because the filings show that they haven't donated anything, right? And then that's one thing, but then, so obviously, like, I got tipped off about this, and the person who sent it to me was like, "Does this look strange to you? Like, this looks strange to me. Like, what's your opinion on this?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is this? This is
were they
really
just
weird."
like were they a fan of this guy, just kind of like looking into it?
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. Yeah. But
I think a lot of people are wondering like what kind of kicked this off, but
yeah.
But it just was something that was well, I'm just saying it was something that was so oddly strange on the surface that he had this organization. You could look at these public filings and see that the money had not gone to anybody.
Yeah, that's the problem,
right?
is people don't look.
Yeah.
People don't look.
Yeah.
What percentage of people actually go out of their way to investigate or check anything? I mean, it's so tiny. And case in point, this has been going on for 10 years. And the reason it was even found wasn't because someone was like, "Oh, let me just double check this." It's like, I can tell you that the reason was just the chance of this happening was so minute. It was
kind of stumbled across it by like accident almost.
Stumbled across by accident. Like, he was stumbled across by accident.
Wow.
So if it wasn't for this one person accidentally stumbling across this for some like weird reason, this could have gone on another 10 years. Like, people just don't do this kind of research.
People have a crazy reaction too when you expose fraudsters, or even if you start to look into it. because we were exposing Eric July's charity shit on this show, and everybody immediately is like, "You don't care about charity. Stop pretending. Stop attacking this guy.
Yeah,
you have no right to
he's
look
trying
into
to do
it."
something good, and you're just being negative. And in this
Depends
case,
on your evidence, though.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's bizarre.
And in our case, when we released the video, Gerard had already admitted to the basic claim. You know, he'd
Which
already
was that the
admitted
money had not been
wasn't spent,
donated.
you know?
It was just
So there's no backlash or anything to my video, really. I mean, there was like,
there was a lot of defense of
bit,
him. There was a lot of defense of.
but
I saw a lot
it
of
was
people saying,
minority.
"Oh, Karl, Gerard's a nice guy. Clearly, this is a mistake. You don't have all the facts." I saw a lot of that, like a lot of people trying to defend him. Again, because he has this nice guy.
I was very careful not to make any claims really other than that in that video anyway.
You're trying to be
kind of like strategic, yeah.
I did. I don't know. I did see a couple people
but
kind of calling you out though, being like, "Oh, this is a hatchet job," or "These guys are so addicted to YouTube clout that now they're calling out good guys like Gerard or whatever." When again, you are just kind of giving the facts of what you've uncovered.
That's a bit of cope, though. I mean,
you think it's cope from the people posting that?
Yeah. Because the video was legitimate. I mean, it's a legitimate concern.
Yeah,
I can't imagine anyone thinks really that taking in money, saying that you're giving it away, and then keeping it for a decade is.
Well, he was naming the weirdest thing is
wait, the money's spent, right? It's not being kept.
Well, we don't know, but
I mean, we can get into that's a whole different story.
Okay, so Dick said that even though in their filings they can say we have this much cash on hand, that doesn't mean they actually have that cash on hand.
Yeah, that money went out.
I honestly, I'll tell you right now, I suspect that the filings are correct.
Okay, you believe they have the cash on hand.
Well, I believe they have that cash.
But there was additional cash that they maybe have not been reporting.
There's a lot of money that didn't go to Open Hand that I think was stolen.
How much?
I would guess hundreds of thousands of dollars at least.
Yeah.
Because okay, so how it works, why I think that the people are like, why is certain income
Can I just clarify this? Because
not?
I'm sure we have some listeners who haven't followed this story at all. That this guy, Gerard, the completionist, he ran a yearly fundraiser called, what was it called? Extra something? No. He had a yearly... Indieland. Okay, so he had a yearly fundraiser, Indieland, to raise money for dementia research because his mother famously died of dementia.
That'd be a good charity to defraud, though.
Yeah, because people forget about stuff all the time. So he collects this money every year. It's a big fundraising event. The money all goes into a big pile. And he says, here's all these different organizations we're working with. I believe there was like, a college or...
the UCSF, so the University California
University San Francisco. Okay.
Alzheimer's Association.
He had this list of all these organizations. AFPD. He said the money is going to this to fund dementia research. Somebody comes across the filings, looks into it. It turns out any of the money that's been donated is just sitting in a big dumb bank account, not going anywhere and not being donated to any amount of research. And then yesterday you put out a video pointing out that not only that, but there's additional money that's being raised that is also just not reflected anywhere in any filings, and that money has just disappeared in the ether and may possibly... This may be criminal fraud perpetrated or in part or without the knowledge of or with the knowledge of this very popular YouTube guy.
Yeah, well, it is fraud.
Yeah.
How criminal it is would be up to
the judge,
the authorities to, but I mean, I always second guess myself because it's a pretty big claim, it's a pretty serious situation, so I don't want to jump the gun and I'm trying to like
you also have to weigh the risk.
What is that like? Why do you? What is that feeling like? Not jumping the gun?
Yeah, jump the gun a little bit. I feel.
Just say whatever you feel, and justify it.
Well, later. I mean, I've been sued before, so
he's trying to play.
I want to make sure. Yes,
I did not learn that from that.
You did not learn your lesson from the multiple lawsuits.
Say whatever you want. That's what I learned.
That's your lesson. Don't learn.
But I want to make sure if I get sued that I can defend myself. Right?
Yeah.
You can.
So before I make that claim, I want to think, what possible scenario is there that would explain this away and make me the bad guy here? And I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of a single thing that would explain this because no matter what scenario, either they're lying for one reason and the only thing that would explain that is if they were lying about something else. Like there's lies everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it just depends like what lies are.
Well, the best case scenario
what lies
was
are
sheer
true, what lies
incompetence that, you know, Gerard was claiming, and you talked to him, that he couldn't find a good organization to give the money to, and they were just doing their research to try and figure out where to put
but
it.
that's a lie. So there's 2 lies here.
Okay.
Like,
That's how I get Christmas presents for my girlfriend. I wanted to get one, but I just couldn't find
decide.
a good one at the time.
I'll give you.
I'll get you one next year. Next year, you get a really good
double.
one.
Next year is double.
In 10 years, I'll get you a really good gift. Okay?
It's gonna be the
Fuck,
best.
it's been 9 years.
So because they're saying either they can't find an organization. That was like one story, but then the other story was they're saving all the money because they want to give a really big amount,
Which makes no sense
so
at all.
They're not kind of like mutually exclusive
Right.
things. Either they're saving it or they're looking to give it to someone. It doesn't make
Right.
any sense. But I don't buy that anyway because I just didn't buy it.
And the third option is waiting out the statute of limitations so when they
theft.
empty that bank
fraud.
account.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't know if that's how it works, but
No, it's when you discover it.
it might be one of those situations where it just goes, well, if we just kept it there long enough, maybe everybody forgets that they donated all this money to dementia research.
I'm kind of thinking, obviously, this is just my opinion.
Yes.
This is entirely speculation.
This is not fact. This is speculation.
It's not fact. But I think if you're stealing like half of it, you're like, okay, we'll just leave half on the filings and in the bank account to show that we actually are raising something, and we'll just take this other half and no one will really know.
Yeah.
So people are like wondering why is there 10 years of cash just sitting in there? Is more easy to understand if you think, oh, it's just the only half is left in there. You know what I mean? So they are stealing a fair chunk of stuff, from what I believe.
Right.
But if you steal all of it, I mean, that's going to set off.
Then their problem was why not make these tokens some donations?
Yeah.
Like that seems to be
because
like
they know they are fucked.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm saying they should have started making them 10 years ago. Like the fact that they haven't donated anything, it's like
honestly, if they donated a tiny bit,
yeah, they could have covered up this fraud a lot better.
No one would have noticed because the thing that set this off was the fact that they had donated nothing.
Yeah.
If they had donated anything year to year, then the person who looked at the filings initially would have been like, oh, okay, fair enough. They're making some donations. Like no bells would have started ringing if they had done anything. But the fact that they did nothing was just like immediately like, this is what the hell's going on
what
here?
is this? So the big red
It's been
flag.
10 years of this?
10 years of just like, and he goes, and they have all these clips, so he can't even, the Gerard guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the thing. Like,
It's all these clips
that's
of
what
him
made it
going,
worse.
this money is going to the University of whatever, and you're helping dementia research, blah, blah. And it wasn't. Like, why would you
Yeah.
say that? Like, you lose.
It's fun to say nice stuff.
It is fun to say that you're doing
I
nice
donated a bunch of
things.
stuff today to breast cancer.
Every super chat tonight is going straight into the Vito Gesualdi Foundation for Kids.
Don't say that. So I watched.
That's the
Go
thing.
ahead.
Like, sorry, I was going to say like about the problem is way worse because there's so many lies. Like lying about the money was going here when it wasn't. Lying and saying they weren't using donations for expenses when they were. Lying and saying that bits, merch, subs, and all that kind of money was going to Open Hand when from the filings we can kind of see that that's not true. And people are saying negligence, but I mean, like, how many lies does someone have to say before they're entirely culpable for this? You know, like I just don't really understand it at this point. But the thing is, yeah, a lot of this stuff is a bit complex. So like Mutahar's going to come out with a video soon, going a bit more over it.
Well, it's not too complex. A guy said, give me money for fucking dementia research, and then he didn't give the money to dementia research.
Yeah.
Like, that's the simplest thing in the world. I don't know why people can't wrap their heads around that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean,
yeah.
Not really.
Yeah. I mean,
everyone's the sharpest tool.
I mean, what it gets interesting is, again, your new video that just came out, which everyone should watch, the follow-up, is that they've been running also, in addition to this Indie Land fundraiser, like a yearly golf tournament for dementia
God, that's
research,
so
right?
funny. And they have like, it's like the Pro-Am, like in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
So they have all the sponsors behind them, but they're just pocketing all that money.
And what are the
too.
sponsors paying? Like 10 grand to sponsor the event, or 7 grand, I think you said?
Up to 10 grand. Yeah.
Up to 10 grand. So they have, the platinum sponsor.
We should do that.
Pepsi.
We should get in on
Stop
that.
thinking of ways for us to commit charity fraud.
Fine, I'll do it. I'll have my own Pro-Am tournament.
We did not invite Carl here to advise us on the correct way to get away with charity
investigate
fraud.
me if I'm doing charity fraud, okay?
Well, you don't have a public foundation, do you?
Not yet.
No,
So I
not yet.
can't. So you're safe, yeah.
See, the only reason we brought you on was to create a conflict of interest, so you can't investigate us when we decide to eventually commit charity fraud. That's how it works, right?
The golf thing's weird though. It seems to be a bunch of rich guys getting together, and just like a social event.
Yeah, it's like an LA thing. They just have these stupid.
Oh, it's L.A.?
Yeah. Gerard's based. I actually know a couple guys who work for him.
Let's go to his house.
And those guys are scumbags, so I'm kind of happy they're getting nailed.
Okay.
No, they're all right, but they're always like, we got jobs working for the completionist. I'm like, can I get a job working for the completionist?
It's right to just not believe when people say they're taking money for charity. It's correct to
assume the worst.
See the receipts the entire way through, right? Like, okay,
Well,
yeah, that's great, but let's see it.
Dude, man, I've been looking at different charity filings, and the more I look at them, the more I just think that they are scams.
Yeah,
they're
really.
designed to enrich the people who set them up.
You got like I've seen charity filings where like 80% of the shit they get just goes to like 5 people who run the shit.
Right.
You know, like it's crazy. Like there'll be like a charity pulling in $1 million a year in donations.
Yeah.
800,000 of it's just going to like salaries and bonuses and this kind of shit. But it's still legal because I only need to give away like 5%.
Is that the law that like only 5% of your proceeds have to actually end up going to charity?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's fucked beyond belief. Jesus Christ.
So it's just a way for rich people to have a party and congratulate themselves.
Yeah, that's
for
the
doing
thing. They
nothing.
spend all the money. They go, well, we're helping raise awareness with this really cool breast cancer party.
Yeah.
We brought, a fucking Eminem in to rap about breast cancer and paid him $10 million. Yeah.
Wow, he would rap about breast cancer.
He probably would.
Eminem, that fucking pussy.
There has to be a distinction between the organizations that actually do something, like they research or whatever, and charities that literally just take money and then just give it to someone. The charities are just taking money and then just give it to someone else. I'm kind of thinking just like giant waste of time and a waste of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just give it to the people yourself.
Yeah, just give it straight to the cause that you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you actually you and Mutahar got to talk to Gerard briefly. How long was that call, by the way?
It was about half an hour.
Half an hour? And he seemed very, he sounded like a guilty man, like a dead man walking.
Yeah. And it wasn't pleasant. It was not a pleasant phone call to have.
I'm surprised he agreed to the phone call.
I'm not.
Really? Like, do you think...
People are saying this. People are saying the phone call was a bad idea.
On whose part?
Gerard's.
Yeah.
But man, that phone call was his only chance
to plead his case.
If he somehow talked us down to not making that video, that was his only chance. Because the situation is so bad that if you knew that you were fucked,
might as well try.
This was your one chance.
Yeah.
Why
not?
Your one chance to avoid the videos. Maybe go in, say, "Hey, I'm really sorry. I made a mistake. I'm ready to donate it. Just tell me where to donate it."
Did he say anything that made you pause and go, "Maybe we got it wrong. Maybe this is a nice guy"?
No, he didn't.
So he's not a good.
He didn't make us think that we were wrong because we aren't.
Right.
But he made me feel bad. It was a big guilt trip.
He was like, guys, you're really going to ruin my... Did he really guilt you?
Did you feel bad?
Yeah, I felt terrible, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I felt terrible.
Well, now you're going to put him in jail. How do you feel about that?
All those familia members that are sitting around him at, what is
him
that
and his
thing?
whole family
Island
are going to jail.
They're all going to jail.
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel good about it, but my philosophy is,
it's the government's job.
Do the crime, do the time, or whatever. So he lied. And
he's got to answer for what he
face
did.
the consequences, So if he wasn't out there lying so much, then he wouldn't, we wouldn't be in this position.
Well, he almost got away with it though. 10 years.
That's true.
Why stop?
He could have got away with it if he just
bought Bitcoin with that money instead of spending it on cars.
If he bought Bitcoin, he could have just said, "Hey, I got double the money back." Yeah. Oh well. I was gonna say,
how about that Billy Mitchell stuff? You're getting sued right now. Still?
Is that still going on?
I'm hoping to wrap it up soon, though.
Yeah.
I want to give it a few more, hopefully within the next few months. It's been going on over 2 years. Really trying to wrap it up now, though.
Is he?
I just want to go to trial.
Is he very frivolous with the like? Or is his lawyers always adding new stuff on the pile? And
well,
fucking around.
Originally, no. He's got. I think he doesn't have much money.
Yeah.
Hot wing
and he was
sauce not doing well, I guess.
He was
Well,
originally no, that
he's
wouldn't make
lost
money
all
at
his
all.
avenues of making money. He was
He
hawking
doesn't-
hot
he's a
sauce at that
bum,
goddamn
man. He
stupid
is
game
a
show I went to.
bum.
Yeah.
Grown man just plays video games. He's not
Don't
making
point
much
at
money.
me when he says that. Carl's also a grown man that plays video games.
I mean,
Toss that right back
No,
at
he's
him.
an
I can make fun of,
investigator. Listen to his accent. He's
I'm
a
not saying
classic
I'm
guy.
not the same.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm the same, but he's not making much money.
He's
He was doing
another guy,
everything
though. He's a
super
serial
sweet, man.
liar. He can't just tell the truth, right? Where it's just like, just
Oh,
admit.
he's one of the biggest compulsive liars of all
All you have to
time.
do is say,
He is-
look, I played the game on the wrong hardware. It was wrong, but I still have the skills to play Donkey Kong at a high level. I want to redeem myself. I apologize
Yeah.
for misleading the
Well, he's
community.
not that good.
Is he
He's
not that good?
He's
Really?
not that good.
Shit. Is he only good at? He is good at Pac-Man, though. We can give him that, right?
Compared to what? Someone who doesn't play Pac-Man?
Yeah, compared to like a baby.
I mean, compared to me, he's good at Pac-Man, but compared to a good
Compared to the
Pac-Man
top
player,
Pac-Man players, he's not even the top
compared to-
anymore.
He's not. No, he's never. Well, nowadays you actually have a decent amount of people playing games. Like it's not like the '80s anymore, where no one had the internet, and the only way to get good at Donkey Kong was to own a Donkey Kong arcade. Like he owned one.
I think that Todd
so-
Phillips dragster score is legit, though. I think you should give him that one.
Well, you're in a small group.
I think he really got that 6 point, whatever the hell it was. Just the way he says that he had it, that he upshifted and downshifted. I'm like, oh, it sounds believable.
I know that's the thing that's awesome about these guys. The stories they tell, like what they create, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Like I'm genuinely entertained.
They
by
create genuine
who they
fictions.
are.
I'm ending dementia right now by giving myself your money.
The internet
That's
ruined
gonna
like
help.
a type of man,
Yeah.
like a perennial huckster that just never stops lying and can move from town to town and become a
The
new
moving
person.
from town to town has become hard.
The internet stopped
You can't
that.
do
That person is
anymore.
going to die now.
Yeah.
We'll just have legends of them.
We won't have
lying.
any more snake oil, sadly.
Well, the American, the Billy Mitchell thing, the American lawsuit against Twin Galaxies, that is a shit show. That's like his lawyers there do a whole bunch of crap, but he's not paying his lawyers in America.
He's suing Twin Galaxies over what? Taking away his high score?
Yeah, saying that he didn't use original arcade hardware and
Right.
banning him. Yeah.
I love the video.
Yes,
Wait, the
right.
video that Carl has of that, it's like this, it's shot like a true crime, or it's edited like true crime, and it's like, and now we got the bastard. And it's a picture of Billy Mitchell at this insurance convention where he supposedly said it, and Carl zooms in, and the joystick is like, and this is not a regulation joystick. And you've got the actual one. It's like, it's short.
Yeah.
And it's like obvious, not the right one.
He's
You're like,
playing on
it's
a
short and it's got a
non-regulation
black knob,
hardware.
and this one is red. It's an 8-way joystick. But then you go into this detail of why the 8-way joystick is such an advantage in that game, and I'm sitting there just going, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm hooked. I understand true crime now.
It's
I
much
love
better
that
true
video.
crime than any. Yeah, all the women are watching true crime. All the men are watching speedrunning.
Yeah, who's cheating at
who's
video
cheating
games? Oh,
at
shut up, honey. Shut
GoldenEye.
up.
Yeah, well, Billy Mitchell's fascinating. Well, those guys are fascinating because of all this crap over video game high scores.
Yeah.
To them,
It's
I don't know.
the only
To
thing they
them,
can find
it's
themselves
they
by.
think it's so amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten hundreds of old records and all that kind of crap, but I would never think. I would never want to make that my life story or try to brag at someone about that. It's just I don't know.
He's
it's
big
just so
leaguing them
weird.
right now. He's
But
got hundreds of high scores.
Well, I mean,
but
it's a
he's
good point
fucking
though.
dog
Like,
shit.
why do you care that if you have the high score in Dragster? Nobody knows what Dragster is.
I mean, you can care.
yeah, you could be
but
like,
no one
yeah,
else
it's pretty
gi-
cool
No
for
one
me.
else gives a fuck. No one else cares. I mean,
Now the high score in
Yeah.
Barnstormer, I understand that is
Yeah.
prestige, but Dragster not so much.
What's
maybe
your
if
high
you're like
score
an
in?
esports.
Yeah, Carl,
Person.
do you still hold any speedrunning records right now?
I do.
A lot of GoldenEye ones.
Yeah.
I got to get at least one of those.
But this is
GoldenEye?
not like they're
Not
not.
GoldenEye. I'm
I'll
gonna pick a
fucking
different
destroy
game.
you at GoldenEye.
Okay. Big
With
man.
rockets.
With rockets?
Yeah.
No golden gun?
No golden gun, obviously.
A lot of those old games hardly had many people playing it, so it's not like a huge accomplishment or anything.
Yeah.
Like you compare those. Like I said, I love this shit. I love high scores. I love the retro games, and I'm a speedrunner and I play old games. But let's be real for a second here. I mean, compared to like a really popular esport, which has like millions of players and like the competition's like super intense and they get huge prize pools. I mean, compared to that, the skill is nowhere near. Like those professionals are just light
There's some
years
competitive
above
games
people.
where like there's so many people competing over it that the scores are becoming.
Oh, I have a
fractions
world
of a
record.
second. What do you have a world record of?
That game, it's see if you can last 5 seconds before coming. You know, see that game on Pornhub.
Yeah,
I have the record of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many seconds?
How many seconds can you last?
0. Unbeatable.
I click the ad. And
I do a frame glitch.
Like the ad was enough.
Yeah, that's it. Boom.
What I found is you can. Her pussy is not textured, so you can actually walk through.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa. Okay.
I was going to say, I did want to circle back real quick. So you're saying there's more to come in this completionist story. Is that true?
He knows what you did.
What?
With your fucking phrasing?
What, circle back?
No.
If I did it, I'm unaware of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're fucking with me or not.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
I wanted to know. You say there's like information that is not out there currently.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Now it's that.
there's there's more like concrete stuff about how much money they're stealing that we can show. But then I suspect there's going to be just more stuff. Like there's a lot of weird stuff that I don't really want to talk about in my videos.
Are there specific
Wait,
family
how weird?
members?
What do you mean?
That
How,
you're looking?
Like what way?
It's just so weird.
Oh.
I mean, I hate
Prostitutes, stuff like that, like drugs.
no. Well, that's not that weird.
Weirder than that. Okay.
I mean, that's not weird. I mean, shit.
Well, I don't know you.
I mean, are they buying
Drugs
children and importing them for their organs? Like, what? How weird are we talking
dude,
here?
It's just
Pizzagate.
interpersonal stuff. It's just like the whole family situation, you know.
I was gonna say, like, are there
really
specific family
interesting.
members you're looking at as more architects than other ones?
Yeah,
where
who's
like,
the-
Yeah. It would be again, it's just my opinion
Mhm.
based on everything that I'm looking at here. But the Charles, the father,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Does he have
I
a
was
history
suspecting
of
the
other
main guy.
like charity organizations or doing anything like this in the past?
Not that I'm aware of, but yeah, it's again, I hate
know.
talking about family stuff, and because like I don't know, it's if I were to
Well, it's
say what I'm
uncomfortable.
seeing here, it
Yeah.
would sound so fucking bad. But there's other stuff that makes me not like them as people.
Mm.
But that's just my personal opinion, and it's not related necessarily to the charity fraud.
Right.
But it really, but if they're doing this other stuff that I see, and I'm like, oh, I'm just thinking, should I say it? Oh, it's so fucking bad.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you should hint
I'll
at
wait.
it.
At least
wait.
hint
Okay,
at
I'll
it.
say
Give us
this.
a hint.
Say 2 lies and 1 that's real, and
Yeah.
then we could guess.
Oh my god. I'm now what I'll say is if they get charged or something, like officially charged. So this charity thing is not just me making shit up, and
Right.
the authorities look at it and then charges happen, or like the FTC fines them or something. Then I'll come out with some more juicier stuff and be like, we've already confirmed that they're bad for X reason. Then I feel comfortable saying some extra stuff. But I don't want to dump it all right now because trust me, even though
you want the legal charges to stick, and then
like-
you can go, here's how truly fucked up this family is.
we already
Well.
accept they're bad for this reason.
Yeah.
They're also bad because of this other reason.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just
There's
really
some
weird stuff.
Stole
weird
dog.
stuff going on with this family.
It's just some weird stuff. That more drama, more drama
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
It's not like criminal or anything. It's just kind of like weird.
But it might speak to their
Like Norman
kind
Bates
of
stuff,
motivations
like-
that these are not sound
Yeah,
individuals.
perfect. It's like this whole. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe this whole charity thing and going on about the mother, right?
Right.
Just constantly going on about it for so many years. I can tell you that I would just definitely feel uncomfortable talking about my mother in that way, like always bringing it up over and over and over and over again. It's like a shtick. It's like a act.
It's
you
a
know,
plea
to,
for
like,
sympathy
it's,
almost.
I don't know the motivations. I would just not do. I would not keep bringing it up over and over and over and over and over and over again every chance I got. It just seems a bit weird to me. But then you look at the.
How long can you monetize a death?
Yeah, it's just a bit weird. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but it's just weird to me. You know?
Yeah. Well, my dad died. I didn't set up a fucking big fat
how often
guys
do you bring it up?
falling
Do you
over.
bring it up every
No, I don't want to
podcast?
talk about it. It's
Yeah, but his friend
uncomfortable.
died and he made a comic. He put her in a comic book. That's kind of weird.
That's true. I did monetize her that way. That's different. That's my friend. That's a tribute.
And what I found about
We'll see if it's a tribute.
Yeah, it's a
if
tribute.
it's good.
It's good.
what I found about Compulsive Liars is that they do create these, like, Tommy Tallarico is a good example.
Oh, we love talking about Tommy. He
Billy
came
Mitchell-
on Dick's fucking show by accident because somebody left a message as me saying you should bring on Tommy Tallarico to talk about the fucking Amico. And then Dick
Yeah.
went, "Why'd you tell me to bring that guy on? That guy's crazy." I went, "I didn't tell
say
you to
that.
bring him on." No, fans of the
Well,
show
it's
said
kind of
that.
a bust.
Yeah.
Some fans were like, "Man, Vito has terrible recommendations for guests. That Tommy guy was insane." I'm like, "I didn't say
Yeah.
to bring Tommy on."
But what you notice about these people is that they create these like little bits and sound bites and little stories,
Yeah.
and they just tell the same stories over and over again. So whenever you have someone like telling the same story
Yeah.
over and over and over again,
Mm.
that's a real big red flag. A super big red flag.
Oh,
They have
that's
like these
true.
scripts that they say all the time. And it's like really
It's a
weird.
pitch. It's not even a story.
Yeah.
It's the pitch at that point. They have it ingrained.
They
And the pitch
remember
is,
something.
my mom died. Don't you feel bad that my mom died? Give me some money because we're going to
Yeah.
stop other people's moms from dying.
I don't put ads on my website. This is
yeah.
a funny story that
This
I
comic
have.
book is going to destroy the left. I was going to ask one other question. Some people have suggested that, Gerard is the nicest guy, would never do anything wrong. It was clearly misled by
Are
his
fraudsters,
family
don't they have to be nice,
and
though?
manipulated.
Like that's how they
Well,
get in the spot that they're in. If
They
they're
wouldn't,
nice.
they wouldn't be good con artists if they weren't nice.
Yeah. I couldn't
Exact-
con people out of
Yeah.
shit. I'm a total fucking asshole. Who's going to give me $1? Nobody.
Have you seen any indication that Gerard was like manipulated by his family or he didn't know what was going on and he's just a nice guy being taken advantage of by this wicked crazy family that's moving money around without his knowledge?
First of all, can I say that I don't make judgments on his character.
Okay.
I'm just telling what I see is happening. So I'm not like my videos aren't like Gerard is a terrible person. You should hate him because of this. I'm literally just saying like this is the stuff that's
This
going
is what
on.
he did.
Yeah, this is what he did.
Yeah. He killed a bunch of people. I'm not saying if that's good or bad. It happened.
Who kill?
I'm not saying
It's not my job to judge.
because people are complex, man. They can be like seriously really nice
Yeah.
to their friends and
Hitler
who aren't
loved
their
dogs.
friends. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like people say like
Hitler
about
does.
Billy Mitchell, they're like, yeah, but I met Billy Mitchell and he was really nice to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck cares if he was nice to you? Like, that's not why people hate him. People don't hate him because he wasn't nice to you. Like they hate him because he's a cheater
He's a liar
and
and
a
a
fucking liar
shooter.
and shit, right? So
Yeah.
I don't. The whole he was nice to me is just ridiculous.
Mhm.
And when I judge someone, I'm not thinking, are they nice to this random person? I just look at what they do in general, and then I
Yeah.
say, is what they're doing in general morally right or wrong? In this case, obviously, stealing money is not right.
Yeah.
But I don't care if you label him as nice or not. That's not really what I care about at all. But he told us that he wasn't misled or anything.
He said he had full
and
knowledge that the money had not been donated. He knew this was going on.
at a certain point, yeah.
Okay.
But I just have to say that I don't believe that.
Yeah. You
don't
don't
believe
believe
that.
that he like discovered because did he try to claim
impossible.
he didn't know that the money wasn't being donated until like recently?
Until 2022.
That's crazy.
No,
How would he
he never
not know
got
that?
Thank you from the
But
charity.
here's the
That never
thing.
occurred to him.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
oh,
how come
hey,
none of these
you guys didn't
organizations never
me?
thank us for the hundreds of thousands of
Yeah.
dollars we're giving them? I feel like they
so
owe
he's
us
saying that
something.
he's saying that his knowledge changed in 2022, but his behavior was identical in 2023 as it was to 2021. So
He still
nothing
was
changed.
giving the same like
Absolutely nothing
lines
changed.
saying,
Yeah,
"Hey, this
so I don't
money goes
believe
to
it.
research," right? He was still
I
saying
just don't
that.
believe it.
Yeah.
Even after he knew the money wasn't going anywhere, he was still naming those same organizations and everything.
Yeah.
It's very
And
fishy.
it got worse. It got more brazen. And if you look over the years of Indieland, like I watched a lot of Indieland clips,
yeah.
and the lies got worse and worse and worse. So that's what that's what
Yesterday, I
these people
saved
do.
100 dementia patients from a hurricane.
Yeah,
Due
exactly. It
thanks
was like,
to
you know,
your
it started
money.
off- It was very basic at the start,
Yeah.
and then he started going on about helping the families of dementia victims,
Oh,
and,
no.
and the amount of organizations that were helping grew and grew and grew, like organizations all over the world, and they're curing dementia already. And
Dude,
shit.
it
It's just
sounds like that Sound of Freedom guy. You remember that Tim Ballard guy?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if it's like proven, but he just seems like a total con artist to me.
Well, the con he was running was very bizarre.
Yeah.
Where he's like, hey, do you want to help me save kids in this other country? And these women would be like, yeah, sure. And he's like, okay, but you have to pretend to be my wife because otherwise the kidnappers are going to know I don't have a wife.
Yeah.
And they're not going to believe you're not my wife unless we sleep
And
in
you
the same
rent a
bed
house
and we
in
share a
Colombia.
shower. Yeah, that was all very interesting.
But let's. Have you got final questions for me? Or
Oh, no.
You know what, Carl? You've given us so much, and it's all very interesting. We're going to look forward to it. Again, you say Muda's dropping a new video soon, and we want to give him credit for his part in uncovering this. I look forward to your video on this Insano family that you're telling us about. I look forward to finding out what they're up to.
Yeah,
You're telling us we're going to have
honestly,
to
I'm
wait.
telling you, it's so bad that that there would be backlash. Just when you say something really bad and people shoot the messenger, like
Yes.
I don't know. Sometimes you say something that is so offensive, and that sort of gets directed to the person describing what happened. So it's just.
You think you're going to catch backlash for what they did?
I could say something that would just make that family member look so bad.
No way. No, you couldn't.
But you
Yeah,
gotta
I don't
respect
believe
me.
you.
I don't
gotta
believe
respect
Do
you.
it
me
right
for
now
not-
so we know that
if
it's
they
true.
watch this or Gerard watches this, you got to give me credit for not actually saying it.
Gerard, you should call in and say what.
Yeah, Gerard.
Say who raped who.
Oh, something happened. We don't know what. Carl, how do people find you? I mean, hopefully they're subscribed to you already, but where do we find you?
Yeah, your channel's great,
Yeah,
man.
just the YouTube, man. Just Google my name.
Karl
or whatever.
Jobst, guys, KarlJobst. Find him on YouTube. Great videos. Watch them all, honestly.
Thank you.
Best videos.
Well, they're good to fall asleep to.
Yeah, that's the best compliment you can get, though, on
Yeah.
YouTube. I used to get that from my
I'm
Star
at
Wars
total
videos.
peace and relaxation
Oh,
listening
I
to
watched
you.
that one recently. I watched your.
Which one? Last
Force
Jedi or
Awakens.
Force?
Last Jedi, both of them.
Oh,
Both of
thank
them.
you,
I watched
Carl.
those,
I got to
yeah.
get back to making those, but
Yeah, dude, got to make them. They're great.
I love
Are we
making.
I
gonna
can't fall
do
asleep to that.
The Rise of. Did you do the Rise of Skywalker?
I did
or-
do Rise of Skywalker. That one's like an hour long, and I put a lot of work into that one. That one was fun. You'll
Wait a
find
minute,
it.
you didn't do the Force Awakens. No, you
I
did the Last
still
Jedi
haven't
and-
done Force Awakens. I keep meaning to do it. And I keep pushing it back.
It was the last two then.
Well,
But you got to do more of those videos. They're really, really good.
I got a couple in the pocket. I have one that I'm working on right now. So hopefully I get
Are you
back
gonna
to
say?
it.
Have you already said what that is?
I have one that's about the Ghostbusters 2016, going through that whole movie. I know
Wow,
it's very
still?
topical.
Okay.
Well, because I'm going to put it out. There's a new Ghostbusters movie coming out, so I'm going to
Might
put
as well
that
shoot
one
on the
out.
old one then, yeah.
Whatever.
Is there something left to say about that movie?
Yeah, I'm covering a lot of the same ground, but it's fun to talk about.
Okay.
And I've got
Yeah.
some good clips of, those guys. It's weird that they're like great improv actors, and then they get in front of a camera and they're like the worst improv people
Who's
of all
that?
time. Most of the people in Ghostbusters 2016 were like groundlings and like
Chris Hemsworth?
not Chris Hemsworth. He was the best improv.
What other men were in that movie?
Yeah, okay. I know there's women in the comedy and you don't like it.
I haven't
Have you
I
never
haven't seen it.
It's not good.
Fuck
don't see
that.
it.
Nah,
Well, my
let's see
video
it.
will explain how it just really almost destroyed that Ghost. It probably did
I've
destroy the
watched about-
Ghostbusters franchise.
I've probably watched 50 hours of content movies trashing it. I just haven't seen it.
I'm the same way. I probably watched a million videos about
You
it.
got
before I
room for one
finally
more
watched it.
video. Carl, do you think anyone's going to beat the Mario world record? Do you think there's any
Which
give in
one?
that record? Mario
Mario
1.
1.
Oh, that's hard.
Is there
It'll
any
get
frames
beaten one
left?
day. It'll get beaten one day, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
There's a
Yeah,
frame or
that
two
game's
left.
getting close to max.
So you guys are going to have a whole show where you can just talk about all your favorite Mario speedruns because it's the only entertainment Dick ever watches now.
Yeah, really, it actually is.
They're all pretty good. Well, Carl, thanks for coming by. We really appreciate it. Once
Thank
again,
you.
your problem is compulsive liars. Yes?
Yeah.
It's a good
Yep.
problem. And hopefully you're out there
Well,
helping
it's my
solve
biggest
it.
problem right now, anyway.
Well, hey, it's a problem that's making you some money, hopefully. I hope you got ads running on all those videos. Karl Jobst, everybody, please
thank you so
subscribe on
much. I
YouTube.
appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Carl.
Carl.
Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
And that's what happens when we start the show with a guest problem. We have a spirited 45-minute discussion, and it goes swimmingly.
We should have had the problem out already.
Doesn't
The first
matter.
one. Now we have to do two, and no one cares. Do you honestly? Do you care about your problem now? I don't care about my problem at all.
I still care about my problem.
Plus, I won, so I should have been first, and now Carl is first. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, whatever. You and your fucking dedication. Look, the point is, 1, I got a great guest for the show, so shut up. 2,
Carl's like, he thought he was in the wrong place. He's
yeah.
like, what is
this nonsense?
What is this?
I thought I was going on C-SPAN. 2, we now have this is a fun way to bring on guests. They don't have to come for the whole show.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we try to have guests call in and they have shitty audio and then we're stuck with them for 2 hours. Although Carl's audio was actually good, so.
Figures, right?
Figures,
Man,
right?
that's the last people you want investigating your fraud. Speedrunning forensic investigators.
The guys that go frame by frame.
The guys who construct their own cabinets to see if those movements are even possible in the logic of the board.
Yeah, honestly.
That's like blood splatter expert, but real, right?
If I was that Gerard guy and it's like someone's looking
I'd kill myself.
Someone's looking
if
into
I
your
was
organization, I'd go, oh, it's going to be fine. And they go, it's Karl Jobst. I'd go, ah!
So long.
Ah! Yeah, it's over. You're done. Is that man going to leave a stone unturned? No, he's going to go pixel by pixel.
You sound so sick.
To die? I do not sound sick. I sound fine.
That
was good. I love Carl.
Why don't you do your problem first then?
Carl,
I mean, let's just
you
not
know what?
have any
I'll say
kinda...
this. I stole from Carl, though. Not stole from, but...
Borrowed?
Well... So I was always like, you know how starting a YouTube video, it's always stupid, and everyone just always goes, hey, guys, or it's your boy, hey, what's up, guys, it's your boy.
He says, hello, you absolute
He says, what's up, you
legends."
absolute legend. Yeah, hello, you
Yeah.
absolute legends. And I went, that's really smart. You know who else does something
How's
like
that
that?
different than hi, it's your boy?
I'm going to tell you. Then also Philip DeFranco, he always starts his videos. What does he say? He says,
I'm gay. I'm Philip DeFranco.
well, that was his old one.
I wish I had my mouth on Obama's asshole.
He goes, what's up, you beautiful bastards, right? Which is stupid, and I hate it. But I realize...
Is this what you're thinking about when you're not doing videos?
This is what I think about when I'm not doing videos, is how to start the videos.
God.
And I was like, well, you want to make them feel like you're actually, having a discussion with them. They're there. They're a part of something,
Like the Walmart greeter? Hi, I love you.
A little
like
bit,
that.
yeah.
Hey, everybody, I love you. Now on to
Well, they start off by
Ghostbusters.
paying them a compliment. I mean, think about how great it is when you start a YouTube
Hey, everybody, you
video,
look like you lost weight.
And they got, yeah.
That's what I
That's
say.
nice. You start off a video. I thought it was like a nice little psychological
Hey, everybody, have you
trick.
lost weight? All right, let's get to this.
Hey, what's going on? You look beautiful,
That's what you say?
No, I start my videos off. I say, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Like I'm talking, like I'm having
What's
a
up,
time.
buddy? That's my thing.
Well, I stole your thing, man. I'm just saying.
Verbatim, though.
It's not verbatim. You don't say what's up, buddy.
I say what's up. I've been saying what's up, buddy,
You
for
don't say
fucking
what's
12
up, buddy,
years.
when you start a
what's up, buddy, to
YouTube
Sean? I say it
video.
every fucking week.
Yeah, exactly. You say it
what's up, buddy?
colloquially in real
no,
life.
that's what I say on the show, always. I do, that I stole from Tom Likas, and then I say, what's up, buddy, to Sean.
Okay, well, I stole your bit. Anyway, winner, why don't you do your problem on this
Nextdoor
show?
app,
Where
the Nextdoor apps.
The
is my problem.
Nextdoor app.
Nextdoor apps.
Oh, okay, because there's more than, there's...
Yeah, because there's like, I don't know, there's other goofy apps. There could be. You could get banned from Nextdoor app. Both of us are banned, me and my girlfriend.
Why?
For just being neighbors, I guess. Just weighing in on a neighborly conversation.
Oh, why? Because you said bullshit and made people pissed off?
People are saying outrageous things.
Who
Just
chooses...
simply weighing in.
Who's in charge of banning someone from Nextdoor?
Exactly. Who is... I understand conceptually why I can't say stuff on YouTube.
Right.
I can't I get it. I can't say that stuff about fat women on YouTube.
Right.
Because...
But if a fat woman's walking around the
fat.
neighborhood, you're allowed to say something?
That's where I live.
It's your
You
neighborhood.
can't ban me from where I live. You can ban me from YouTube. That's fine.
Also, if they ban you from Nextdoor, I mean, what if you see like a fire or like a thief? Like, that's still valuable information.
Well, so I was looking up some stats on this because I was
Yeah.
trying to get something to talk about.
Sure.
And every single thing about Nextdoor is Nextdoor has a racism problem because people are
Yeah.
saying like, this black guy stole my bike and my porch pirates. Like, oh, these porch pirates are coming around. Check it out. This guy was here. It's a black guy with a hoodie. And they're like, people are going like,
Oh, my
oh
God.
no, this racism can't.
Why didn't you report any of the white guys who stole your Amazon packages? Oh, yeah, I guess I should have reported
Dude,
those
there's
as well.
every single fucking article is like, well,
It has
our
a
Oakland
racist-
residents don't feel welcome on the app because they're racist. So they make you like, they said like being able to say black man in a shirt is not an acceptable way to report a crime.
Is that what the article says?
Yes.
The article says you can't say a black guy
That's what
stole
they're
my
trying to
bicycle.
change. Yeah.
They want to make it so you can't say that on the next. Oh my God.
You see?
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
This is such bullshit.
Yeah.
This is the class okay, guys, look, I'm a classic liberal. I don't want to be racist. Well, yeah, okay, we're all racist, and I accept that.
No, it went from you to we're all.
We're all If you're not racist, you're an idiot. Let's put it that way. Okay?
It's the worst way to put it.
It is probably the worst way to put it, but it's true. Okay?
Yeah, I may be racist because I'm not an idiot.
Well, if I go, my package is missing. Is it that guy in the hoodie who's running down the street, or is it my little Asian
It's
neighbor?
Dan Rather.
Yeah, I think I have a better idea of who might have done it.
Right.
This constantly having to tiptoe around like, well, we just don't want to be racist. It drives you nuts.
It gets in people's brains, too. They're like, why? Well, why do you have to look at race? Because I'm fucking looking for a black guy in a fucking T-shirt that doesn't live here, going around, skulking around in bushes, looking for bicycles.
And again, when
the guy was burning all the cypress trees in my neighborhood, it was a fucking white guy in a hoodie, okay?
People don't understand.
Because that's what white people do, burn shit down.
Yeah, exactly. We like fire. I've just been dealing with this for so long because, again, I grew up in this super progressive school district where all the shit that's going on now, 20 years later, I was dealing with, 20 years ago in high school. And it was, hey, we have a racism problem. What's the racism problem? Well, it turns out the black kids are getting detention more often than the white kids. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that systemic bias. Surely it has nothing to do with the fact that half the time I'll turn the corner and 10 black kids are just beating the shit out of each other for funsies. I'm sure that it's clearly
it's
systemic,
a workout
right?
routine that they're doing.
I mean, it's fun. It looks like they're having fun, and I have no problem with that. But I think they still have to get detention for just wailing on each other randomly.
No, detention is bullshit. Fuck
it's all
that.
bullshit. Sure.
You see that teacher that stole that retarded kid's Switch won't even try to say something to get leniency
won't
on him?
apologize for stealing his
She belongs
video
in
game?
prison.
I agree.
That fucking. Of course she's not. Of course, no teacher would ever apologize for anything.
No,
because they're all fucking control freaks, right? Can you imagine you're saying stuff that doesn't matter and a kid's not listening, and you're like, "I'll show you," and you take his Switch? You deserve to be fucking shot for that.
I do think we need to just stop. Just let kids do whatever. It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
None of this
What
matters.
you're providing them is not giving them a runway to succeed in life. If you really pay attention, you're going to get a great job and a sick house and a great. No, it doesn't go anywhere.
How does this algebra help me talk about Lady Ghostbusters?
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the money is.
How do I make a TikTok out of this? Oh, I can't? Then there's literally no point in me being here.
Fucking blow your brains out. The reason I brought it in at first was because every fucking day on Citizen I
got to turn off email alerts. I keep getting emails all the time from that fucking app.
What?
Again, it'll be like, yeah, guy stole a thing, guy stole my catalytic converter, guy stole my catalytic converter. My girlfriend sends me a screenshot from Citizen. I uninstalled.
I removed notifications because I don't want to get notifications from Citizen. But I can't stop the signal, right? My girlfriend sends me a screenshot of her Citizen app. Check this out.
Yeah.
So I have the same technology you do.
I just did not want to see it.
If I wanted to see this, I'd have it. She goes, there's a serial killer killing homeless people, and he killed somebody right near us.
Ooh.
Why would I want to know that? I'm not homeless.
Yeah.
Why would I want to be upset?
Well, don't you want to applaud this man who was, anyway.
But it wasn't framed like that.
No.
It was framed
as bad. How's he killing
homeless people? She goes, I got to stop
people?
by. I'm going to drive by. There's a missing dog on Nextdoor. I'm going to drive through this neighborhood on the way home. I said, don't drive through a fucking neighborhood for a missing dog. Enough with the missing dogs. It's the missing dog app.
Yeah, it is the missing dog app.
Hey, can we go by this? There's a missing dog in this neighborhood. Can we go by there? What do you think we're going to do? Have you ever tried to catch a dog that doesn't want
to be found?
You're not catching it.
No. How'd you get banned? What'd you do? What'd you say?
I told somebody to do. Why don't I think it was. Why don't you say that to my face? And then there was a comma.
Yeah, I don't think you're using the.
Because someone was complaining that there's a dog park that's not technically a dog park, but it is.
What, people are bringing their dogs too much? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, and somebody that lives near the park's all upset about it, but go fuck yourself. It's a fenced-in area.
Right.
People come in, bring their dogs, let the dogs off, and they're like, "Well, I don't think it should be a
right
dog
to let
house."
a dog run around. And you said, "Listen, you piss of shit. I was
The
in
dogs are shitting everywhere.
I'm a Navy
How
SEAL,
about
and I
I
have been
shove
for
that-
3 years, and I'm trained in 10 types
Listen,
of fucking
piece of shit. She got banned too. My
Yeah.
girlfriend got banned too. Thank God it was at a week of peace.
Yeah.
But now she got a new account.
What'd she get banned for?
Something similar.
Listen, you piece of shit. I'm a
Listen, you
Navy
piece
SEAL.
of shit. Hers was about a homeless person, I think.
Yeah.
Because this homeless person is down by the
Said, can we help this
freeway.
homeless person? You said, let him rot. Fuck him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's worse than that.
I saw Gavin Newsom just banned the hot new street drug, and I went, again with this. We keep coming up with new ways to stop the homeless problem, and you guys keep outlawing them.
Oh, Newsom. He's going to be a great president, don't you think?
He's not running. Is he running this year?
At some point.
He'll be president after Biden. Get used to it.
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I watched.
I think it's great because everyone who says fuck California is just going to be in California when Newsom's president.
I saw some
Then
clips
what are you gonna
from
do?
his debate.
Not so funny now.
Not so funny now. Yeah,
Did
everybody.
you see DeSantis holding up a big piece of shit right next to his face?
No.
That was great marketing. I'm gonna hold up a big piece of shit right next to me. Don't do that.
Why did he have a big
Why
piece,
not?
picture of a big piece of shit? What was
Because he was
illustrating?
demonstrating how bad of a governor Newsom was by holding a big picture of shit right next to himself.
All you got to do to defeat DeSantis and go, hey.
He held up his hand and said, pedophile, and said, you are this right here.
He's got a big arrow.
pedophile.
He's like, well, this arrow's supposed to be pointing at you, but you just got to be like, all right, I will concede this debate if you take off your shoes right now in front of everybody. Show everybody just how tiny you are. God, with those. I can't believe DeSantis with the fake shoes.
I hate DeSantis more than Hillary Clinton.
Hey, Trump's definitely the nominee for Republican, right?
Yeah, but they'll probably get him kicked off a ballot or something like that.
Shit,
you
you're
guys
right.
will just steal it.
I just put $400 down on him being the nominee, but now.
Oh yeah.
you make
Well, no. Actually, I think Nikki Haley will be
the nominee.
Yeah, I think they'll.
She's
steal
the
it from
second
Trump.
place option.
Yeah.
You can get her cheap.
They fucked up Trump's lawsuit though. They fucked up fucking him over, which seems crazy.
The left fucked up the lawsuit? You're
Yeah,
saying?
that crazy lady lying about his properties and stuff. That
Yeah.
was retarded.
Yeah.
That was too far.
The what, like lying about the valuation?
Yeah.
Or some stupid shit, and it's like, yeah, but
Because even the poorest people in America know that shit's more than that.
yeah,
I'm like, no, that's not. I could imagine that amount of money. That's shit's not that.
yeah, absolutely.
All right. Anyway, that's my problem.
The
Nextdoor apps.
Nextdoor app, because Dick can't tell the people who tell him to stay off the grass with his dirty dog to go kill themselves.
You can't ban me from my own neighborhood, man. Come on. What the fuck is this?
Yeah. You get a lot of coyote warnings on there.
No, every once in a while, some joker will post a picture of a coyote in a shower, and they'll say, I found this stray dog.
Well,
And then everyone will go like,
That's
that's
a
not
good
stray
joke.
dog.
Well, speaking of next doors and neighborhoods, at least you have the luxury of living in a neighborhood, Dick.
Yeah.
We have a problem, and this problem is a housing-related problem. As we all know right now, and I have some stats here, U.S. housing prices have rallied recently, rising 2.1% quarter over quarter. That's a 5.5% year-over-year price rise. Right now, housing is less affordable than ever. The median home prices for research is examined. The median home
This is
prices.
probably the greatest read I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I'm trying to get to the point, okay? Shut up. Now you fucked it up even more. Researchers examined the median home prices last
Is
year.
Floyd Mayweather the guest
for
in
roughly,
here?
yeah, well, that roughly 575 U.S. counties found that home prices in 99% of those areas are beyond the reach of the average income earner.
Yeah, you can do it when you're making fun of black
Who
people.
makes
That's
$71,214 a year, according to Tom. So
Okay.
right now, housing prices are through
Oh,
the
you
roof.
fucker, you're doing housing prices?
No, I'm doing the
housing
proposed solution to housing prices, which is this video right here is going to show you what we plan to do about the fact that home ownership is unaffordable to the average American. Here's the bill of goods, which you are being sold, America.
I made it all
hit
big
the
'cause of
lock
Carl.
on that one.
Oh, that's what that's for?
Yes, click it. Now you can't move it.
Oh,
I've already told you that on
wow.
this show before.
Wait, now it's hidden. Oh, no, there it is.
And now click on the video.
Why do you always have to do that? I already told you this before.
Because
That's like
it's
what
like-
a woman says. I get that. That's what they do to rub it in when instead of being helpful. Women say that to ruin the helpfulness.
Because when
that
I
they did.
tell you something, you should internalize it and use it.
that is why they do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on.
Guys, don't worry about rising house prices, because from, I believe, San Antonio, here's the solution.
Okay.
You asked for it, and here it is. The most affordable home in San Antonio, Texas. Let's check it out.
Yeah! Fuck you, America!
Yeah.
Look at this
All right, guys,
shit.
what we got here is a tiny home. You have a little breakfast nook here, and you have a full kitchen. You have a sink,
Full
Nice.
kitchen.
dishwasher,
the
stove,
living room.
and you have a space for a refrigerator.
Wow.
All right, guys, so we're in the bedroom. It's small, but it's affordable.
Oh, boy.
All right, guys, so this is going to be a 2-story
What, you're
home.
too good for
It's
this?
going to be over 600 square feet, 2 full baths, and it's
Yes.
going to have this loft area here.
Look at that hallway you could live in.
So what? It's a
You
nice,
can live
it's a
in
nice,
a nice
little tiny house.
hallway.
Nice toilet.
Would you live here for $1,000 a month? If so, call me, text me, or message me. Remember, I'm Billy the Realtor, and I sell
Well,
brand new
guys,
homes.
don't forget to hit up Billy the Realtor, because
Is there an
you're
after
going to
credits
be
scene?
living.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the Avengers show up at the end. Dick, my problem is the tiny house movement, which is an architectural and social movement that advocates for the downsizing and simplification of living spaces.
Yeah.
Basically, telling a generation of homeowners or wannabe homeowners, fuck you, you were born in the wrong generation. The boomers bought everything, but we can squeeze you into this prefabbed fucking plexig or whatever the fuck it is, fiberglass
Yeah.
bullshit box, and you can live here until the day you die.
You can knock it down and build your own.
No, you're not on
Small
that
house.
lot. You build your own small house on that small ass
I don't
fucking
understand why they can't just make it
square
a
of
little bit
land.
bigger.
It looks like there's room on the sides to make it a little bit bigger.
It looks like they got Anne Frank's house, but then there's
Yeah.
no house. Like it's like okay, yeah, but then there's houses like just like that, right?
Wouldn't it be
Like, no,
awesome
no, no.
to have no front yard, no backyard, nowhere for your kids to run around except to run to Jimmy's tiny house, which is the exact same prefab bullshit?
I don't think that's for kids having though. that
Well,
house.
This is for everything. You're gonna have to fit 8 people in there at some point, okay? You, your grandma, your mom, you're all gonna be living in a fucking shack.
No, I would kill them before living in a tiny
Well,
house.
that's the other option. We're going to
Yeah.
also have, of course, the downsizing wars where our most elderly are forced to fight for the right to live. But that's a different problem. According to a late 2020 survey, 56% of Americans said they would consider living in a tiny home because they've
56?
given up. 56% of Americans.
How big is it? What's a tiny home?
Tiny home is a dwelling unit with a maximum of 400 square feet of floor area.
What?
Yes.
No, that was bigger than 400
That one's
square
bigger
feet.
though, so I think that's technically
A house.
it's not even a medium. It's a
How much room do you need though? How much room do you use at your place?
I need one wall for my Dreamcast games, one wall
Yeah,
for
no
my
shit. You gotta
PlayStation
just
game.
fill it with fucking
Yeah,
toys.
I
and
do want to
shit.
fill it with toys. No, I want I want space for different things. For instance, in this area, you have this area for podcasting, right? And then you have a separate
Yeah.
living area. Then you have an outside area for grilling and whatever else,
Kinda.
You need
Yeah.
you have room for different things. In that
Yeah.
house, you can't do anything. What do? You have a bedroom and a breakfast nook.
How big were the old World War II houses? When they came back, they had like a bunch of army bungalows that they sold for first.
Well, like
San
the
Francisco's full of
Sears houses that you would assemble, or the ones they gave
no,
away.
I think they just had them at that point.
Yeah.
in like the 50s.
I don't know.
Craftsman houses were before that. They were pretty small. Like all the houses in San Francisco are like that. Like
They're all Craftsman
post World War
houses,
II.
yeah.
No, Craftsman's around here.
Oh, okay.
But there was a type of house after World War II that was like this tiny.
Yeah, but then you're living in a fucking city. That was what? San Antonio? They got these huge...
Tons of room.
Yeah, dude, there's giant fucking plots of land, and instead of going, let's build some normal-sized houses and affordably price them, they go, I think we can fit about 1,000 little houses instead.
It's fucked because they have to do it like that because they sell real estate by the square foot, right?
Right.
And if they just make a bunch of new houses... the boomers' houses prices will drop, and if that happens, then the whole system is fucked.
The whole system's fucked. Yeah,
if house prices become affordable, then we're fucked because we're trying to enslave this generation.
Right.
We can't
want
do that.
them paying the exact amount that they can never get out. That they're trapped there forever.
We want 50-year mortgages.
We want to extract the perfect. We want to extract as much as possible from every paycheck.
But this is what you vote for.
How?
Because this is the liberal MO. Just take as much as possible.
This is the liberal MO.
What are interest rates?
How many houses did Trump build?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Trump's built hotels.
Yeah.
He's built more than fucking Biden.
Oh, he's
Biden's built
hotels.
0 hotels.
I don't
what are you
need,
talking about?
I don't need any fucking
Trump
hotels.
is the only president that has built houses.
Carter is out there building all sorts of habitats.
For fucking Africans.
Well.
He's not in America. I want a president that builds houses in fucking America. Like Trump.
None of them are building houses in America.
Trump is literally doing that.
Trump built a bunch of apartment
Condos.
buildings. Great. For
Trump,
fucking Saudis
Trump
to come
houses?
over. Trump Tower, it's like 90% Saudis and Chinese.
Well,
he's not building houses for Americans either.
Whose fault is that you're so gung-ho on defending you-know-where? Whose fucking fault is that?
Trump specifically, avoided building any sort of low-income housing, I think, in order to get whatever. This is so
low
stupid.
income. It doesn't matter. More is better. Build more houses is better. More rich people houses is good too.
More luxury condos for Prince Alafar is really
New York
making
doesn't
things
need
better.
to have poor people.
Why
New York doesn't. You don't need to live in New York, poor people.
Why didn't he make the
can go live
border
in
wall
poor-
out of houses? The border wall could just be rows of apartment
agreed.
buildings.
I'm sure if
with
and you know what
guns
Trump would
mounted
have said,
in the back
if
of
Trump
them.
would have fucking said, "I'm going to build a big apartment complex across the entire southern border," all of you motherfuckers would have said, "Oh no, that's horrible."
Nah, I would have been for that.
Can't do that. At what point do you realize that all of this shit is caused by liberals? All of it.
When you make an
Democrats.
actual point as to that, and the only point you made is, well, Trump built some
Who
hotels.
made Social Security, you shithead?
Okay.
Why do young people have to give any money to old people beyond this housing shit? Because of you.
It's not my fault.
Who voted for FDR? You. Who voted for Lyndon Johnson?
I voted for
you.
FDR.
You would have loved FDR.
When FDR was rolling
Social
around,
Security?
I went,
yeah, I'm
let's
gonna be
go.
old someday. I'm gonna need some free money because I'm blowing all my money right now. I'm gonna need some free money from people. So absolutely, FDR, fucking ratchet it up.
Both sides are contributing to the ongoing housing crisis. They're both doing a very good job. We've had Republican politicians
Really,
in
what
office.
cities are the worst at the housing crisis?
The cities where everyone wants to live because they're so cool and nice.
Oh, it's not because everything's free?
No,
Not because
it's
poor
not
people can
'cause
just live here
everything's
for fucking free?
No, they're playgrounds for the fucking rich. That's why everybody's moving to
Are the rich complaining about housing prices?
them. No, because they're rich.
No.
Yeah.
So why are poor people here?
I don't know, man. Just to suffer. I don't even know where we're at in this conversation at this point. We've
You
jumped-
causing this shit. You
I did
never,
not cause
never,
this.
never once admitting maybe my voting has fucked up all of the whole country.
Trump was in office for 4 years. What did he do to address housing?
You guys were fucking with him the entire time, and his own party was fucking him the entire time after
Okay.
day one with all lies, all retarded lies.
George W. Bush was Republican.
George W. Bush is evil.
Okay. So I had an evil guy and a guy who was getting fucked with too hard.
Trump's not a fucking Republican. Yes! Trump is not a Republican.
Okay, Trump's just a different thing.
He's a Democrat.
So you're saying the Republicans are also a problem then? Just Trump is the only solution to any problem.
Yeah, but Republicans are a problem for people in other countries.
Yeah.
Democrats are a problem for people in this country.
All right. I think that both sides have done a very bad job of improving the housing situation in this country.
How come you don't vote Libertarian?
I don't know.
Vote for Gary Johnson.
I could shit in my hands and throw it at the wall and we have the same amount of effect as voting Libertarian, so why don't I do that?
Why don't you just not vote?
Why don't I just cut my
Why don't
dick
you just
off?
not vote?
All right, I'll just not vote.
But you are going to vote.
Yeah.
Did you vote for Gascon?
No, I didn't vote in the most recent thing.
Because it's local?
Yeah. because it would have an actual effect on my life. No, I just was like, I don't feel like it. I'm probably not gonna vote. I think I just vote.
Don't vote.
Yeah, just don't vote.
Don't make a vow.
Well, it just doesn't feel like one vote matters, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So don't vote.
Okay. I probably won't. Honestly, I only vote if the only reason I vote, Dick, is because the polling place is next to my house. And you get a free taco if you show them your voting sticker.
God damn it.
So I go outside and there's a taco truck parked on the block. And it's like, show us your voting sticker to get 2 free tacos. And I'm like, well, I want free tacos.
God damn it.
So I just go in there and they go, well, who do you want to vote for?
I'll go vote here.
And I go into the booth and they're like, do you want Trickle John or Glang-a-Glang? And I'm like, well, which color are they? And they go, one of them's blue and one of them's red. And I go, I like blue better. And I hit the blue button. And then I just do that for every single race. And then I take my sticker and I get
you're like, why are houses? Why do I have to live in a fucking matchbox? How come someone wasn't on top of this?
This is not the problem. The problem is, look, these predatory housing companies would be buying up all the real estate regardless of who was in office. Units that could be devoted to single-family homes or instead being converted to Airbnbs across the board because
you can't build new houses. That's why.
You can't build new houses. That's true. It's very hard.
Yeah.
You're saying less regulation is what you're
no
regulation.
Build whatever you want.
Buy a piece of land and put up whatever you want.
Don't you think?
No. I want basic regulation.
Why? Why do you give a shit where land is that people build houses on it?
I just want to make sure that they don't build it out of asbestos and fucking...
Why?
Because I want it to be a livable domicile. And
is that what you think where the regulations are?
That's some of it.
It's not just we're not letting you build houses so we can control the price of houses through interest rates. You think asbestos is part of that?
Do you
think the people in charge care that asbestos is in or not? By the way, there's asbestos in there.
I'm trying to talk about tiny homes here, Dick. Tiny homes can cost upwards of $10,000 or even as much as $150,000, depending on materials, footprint, accessories, and amenities. You will also need to purchase land appropriate for your new tiny house, though you may only need a fraction of an acre, not to mention ongoing costs, including maintenance, utility, and property taxes. So even though these things look like a bargain on the surface, the costs add up to the point where this thing
They're
we're
just
being
fucking you out of the
pitched,
square feet.
they're just fucking you out of the square feet.
They just put more wood there.
Yeah.
They probably have to go out of their way to build a house that's so stupid looking.
Well, I'd have to say also, why not just rent a fucking trailer at that point? Trailers are cool.
Like a double wide?
Yeah.
Trailer park?
I've known some guys who have double wide trailers, and you're like, these are surprisingly comfy.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah. I think the problem with trailer parks is that all the trailer park fees are like fucked for some reason. It's like you're locked in. Like even though you own the trailer, like you can't ever move it or something, but that's a whole other problem.
Well, yeah, you can't move. You know, put it on wheels.
Well, that's how you got it there, right?
Just go buy another one.
Here's another thing that people don't realize about tiny homes is that there was a court case, I forget what it was called. I think it was the Supreme Court, that basically said you can't make it illegal for homeless people to sleep outside if there's not enough available units for them, right? And not enough available shelters.
Yeah.
So people are now setting up tiny homes to act as shelters for the homeless.
Yeah.
But you can just build a shit ton of them in a lot, like in the middle of fucking shit nowhere, and then go to a homeless guy in the park and go, hey, you're going to jail. Either that or you have to go live in this fucking tiny home in the middle of the desert. And it's just kind of another way to meet the number of units to make it illegal to sleep outside again.
Yeah.
Which, hey, is a way of getting those homeless guys out of there, but also seems like you're just kind of cheating at that point.
Dig a big hole.
Yeah, just give them fentanyl
and just put the homeless in there. It's like, well, you know.
So you're going to be living in a home that was designed as a stopgap measure to address the homeless crisis. Congratulations. That's your future. You have to live in the same house a homeless guy lives in.
I fucking hate tiny houses. And I hate the white women that are doing TikToks. Like, oh, this is so fun.
It seems like they mostly
I sleep
exist
on a
to make
pan. Women?
Yeah.
White women.
White women. That's why when there, did you remember that murder where that girl and her
Gabby
boyfriend?
Petito?
Yeah,
that
they were,
was
like,
the greatest day of
traveling
my
on their
life.
van,
And she
you
got
go,
yeah.
that's what you get for living in a van.
Yeah. They made a dramatization of that. Did
You
see
deserve that for making fucking those stupid TikToks about living in a van is so great. I'm here with my boyfriend and he loves me forever. You're dead, bitch. You're dead. Yeah,
No,
see?
she was the abuser. He was defending himself.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
She attacked him.
Point is that we are now being pitched that, guys, look, you can just get a little tiny fucking hallway to live in. Isn't that
Enjoy
beautiful?
it.
That's your
You
future.
voted for it.
All the boomers, and you know that because mortgage rates right now are at 7%.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody wants to start buying a house now because they're like, well, hopefully mortgage rates go back down. And also all the boomers who are already in a house won't sell their house because they're like, well,
They're
then-
refied.
yeah.
30% of houses are at 3%.
Are they?
Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, well, it's bad if you don't have a house.
Right.
Yeah.
What were mortgage rates traditionally? They're like close to like 0%, right?
No. That would be insane.
Well, there has
Banks
to be
can just
something.
Loan. That would be
Yeah.
an infinite money thing. They used to be, I think historically they're at
1.5?
average, they're like 4 to
Okay.
4.5. I think 4.5 is the average overall.
Okay.
But in the 80s, they were like 15%.
Oh, so it's actually.
But in the 80s,
But in the 80s, there was inventory.
in the 80s, everyone made enough money to pay for that.
Yeah.
Like people kind of ignore that part of the salaries
fact,
not increasing with rate of inflation.
one half of the family made enough money to pay for that. And
Yeah.
The lady just got to sit around and do nothing.
Yeah, The Simpsons is how houses were in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's when that show was mentally created. That size of that house.
Yeah, it's a tragedy when I think about, hey, wait, I'm confused. My parents owned a house. Why
Who's
don't
causing it?
I own a house.
Who's causing it?
Everyone's causing it.
Close.
You talk about the wages increasing thing, you're going to blame that on Democrats not raising salaries?
Well, we got to get rid of Democrats first, and then we can get rid of Republicans.
Oh, okay. Sure.
They're much worse. Why is medical insurance so much? Who destroyed medicine in the country? Obama. Right?
All right, sure.
So we got to get rid of that
You gotta
first.
get rid of the
Then we can
medicine.
get rid of all the shit the Republicans did.
Okay.
But you can't get rid of Republicans first. Democrats will just spend more money.
I don't actually have a solution anymore other than to just risk it all in a high-stakes Vegas situation. I think that's the only value. I think the only
Well, there was a guy
genuine
who had a radical
economic
idea.
plan. Yeah, his name was
that-
Andrew Yang, and we didn't let him be president, and now we're fucked.
Free money?
Free money.
More free money for everyone?
Yep.
Guys, you know how welfare is awesome and is making everything great? Let's do more of that.
Well, we're already
Where are we going to get that money?
We're already doing it.
So let's do more.
Well, we would be doing basically the same amount.
What do you mean it's the same?
Well, because like
It was in addition to that.
well, no, because everybody's already on entitlements. They don't get like more entitlements.
How do you think government works?
Well, it doesn't.
You think they're gonna?
Yeah.
You think black people are gonna let Andrew Yang, a Chinese man, cancel welfare? What world are?
No, he wasn't gonna. He wasn't
living
gonna
in?
cancel welfare. But I'm saying it's like whatever you're getting from the government, you're already gonna get that. So you don't gotta. You're not getting extra on top of that.
Oh, you have. There's so many problems with what you just said.
We gotta.
right now.
We gotta get people to stop committing crimes, which is a problem. 'Cause-
Andrew Yang was like retarded.
No.
More free money.
Well, it would be.
How would that fucking help?
It's not more free money. It's money moved around in a different way.
What are you? How would that work?
Well, it would take time, and it wasn't going to be all at once.
So we're gonna say, guys, no more welfare, but we're gonna give you cash.
Yeah. No, you still have welfare.
Okay. So more cash
Yeah.
on top of
kind
the welfare.
Kind of. Not on top of, next to.
And this would be good for housing prices, you think?
Well,
Just money blown into the system.
well, the money would get spent, and then
And who would it go to?
it would go to businesses
And what do business owners live in and buy?
mansions.
houses.
Yeah.
So what would happen to housing prices if you just dumped money to poor people?
Well, somebody brought up a good idea, which was we should make it illegal for if it's a 2-bedroom house,
okay.
it should be like illegal for that to just I forget how they would do it.
Well, they wouldn't. But what was the? What
I
was the
know.
plan?
I think the proposal was like that. Like these companies can't buy up all this fucking inventory and rent
the
it out or
companies.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
prevent like BlackRock and whatever from owning all of them.
You have to be like.
Which I know every time we do a problem like this, someone goes, "Well, actually, BlackRock only owns blah blah blah." It's like, yeah, but it's like
if they own one house, it's too many.
Yeah, and also just like individual house owners being like, "Oh, I'll just buy an extra house and I'll rent it out as an Airbnb and never rent it."
Why
to
why are housing lending rates tied to
inflation?
Yeah, anything. Why aren't they just always the same rate?
Housing rates like rent. Like
yeah.
renting
Why
rates?
are mortgages? Why do they fluctuate at all? What is the point? It's not any more or less. The house isn't fucking changing. It's always worth exactly the same, right?
Right.
Why is it?
Well, it's tied to
why
what?
isn't it always just 3 or 4%?
Isn't it tied to the? Is it tied to the central banks?
Yeah.
Rate?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they never lose money. So they can pump and pull and buy.
We got to bring inflation down somehow.
Somebody
right?
had an idea.
Somebody had an idea. All I can say,
Got
guys,
to attack Wall Street.
rather than focus on
He
Dick's
was
classic
maligned.
misdirection of trying to make every problem about how I voted, why not focus on the fact that you don't want to live in a fucking shoebox for the rest of your life? That's the bottom line. My problem is, I'm going to call it tiny house propaganda. All these constant TikToks, whatever else. Look, me and my 12 kids and our 3 dogs live in a fucking van and we have a ladder to get to our bed. When you were a kid, didn't you hope that your bed would have a ladder?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that fun? No. I want a regular bed. I want a regular house.
Hi, I'm a woman, and you probably didn't even think about fucking me yet. Isn't that weird? Yeah, that is fucking weird, actually.
I want to remind everybody, vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. Don't forget to sign up for the bonus problems or bonus episodes at patreon.com/biggestproblem. I want to thank our guest, Karl Jobst, who you can subscribe to on YouTube. Search for Karl Jobst in your search bar. He's a good guy.
Okay, are we doing the weigh-in after Super Chats?
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
Wait, why?
You know, well, yeah, we'll save it after Super Chats.
What? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
All right, Moon Milk for 5.
Uh-huh.
Putting $5 in. Just say first. Any luck on that Garbages shirt? Are you trying to make more Garbages shirts?
Oh, I'll look for it. I looked for it. I don't think I found one.
Says, I'm shocked you guys never have Riley on, given your love of ISOM. Riley was here, but Mint Salad was on the Dick Show.
Yeah, I don't think Riley wants to be on.
Yeah, if he's in town, he can come on. Why not? Coup for 2. Thank you all for not killing yourselves. Coup for another 2. Congrats, Crimsel, on getting a job. Thank you for not killing yourself. Riley Edwards for 5. Biggest problem is coming home after a long, hard day's work to walk in the door and find out your girlfriend is in cleaning mode. Catch the next show. Oh,
what does that mean?
I think that means that she's running around the house causing trouble. I also missed some from the last show, I think, and I wanted to make sure that, let's see. I hate video games for 5, says Vito. Why do you compulsively say black gentleman?
Oh, you just wanted to read that about...
No.
Okay.
And then Wolfer gave us 10. Hey, buddy, keep at it, fellas. Thank you, Wolfer. I didn't know we missed a couple. Let's see. Lane Steele for 2. Big ups to Liquid Richard. Someone told me this is a Wings of Redemption reference.
Oh.
Something to do with PKA. I think if you ask PKA what that means, they will tell you.
I don't go around asking things I don't know. I think it's a trick.
Well.
So...
Red for 5 says, Vito, you better not make weight. I owe Tony $200 if you do. Oh, we'll see. We are gonna see. What, are you gonna play the drum roll, the whole thing? Eloy for 20. Hello, you absolute legends. See, that's a good intro. Sarah Gardner for 5. Vito, sharing the love. Enjoy your Christmas, Coof Dick.
Yeah, thanks.
Vito, stop being so fat and sick. James Gardner for 20. Freed Riley, who was banned again by Eric July's fucking goons. Hey, were we supposed to talk to Ricky this week?
Oh, Ricky Ritardo?
Yeah.
We kind of had a lot going on.
Then we're good. Get Vito a booster and tell haters to suck a emoji. Dead Cat for 5. Does Vito really think Ninja has anything to do with the Ninja Blender? Yeah, it's his company.
Suck started, and then the head was blowing
The head is blown off. Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good blowjob reference. Ninja took his streaming money. And
Shotgun.
Yeah.
Not.
Suck a shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, not suck a cock.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it makes more sense. Point is, everyone knows Ninja made the Ninja Blender.
Yeah.
Disastrous Bastard for 5, African American outline with a
What does that mean?
asterisk. It was probably a reference to something we were doing. Maybe when we were referring to the art of Eric July's comics, is that I said, because I was saying all he's doing is taking a render and adding a black outline. He's saying, you mean an African American outline.
Oh, yeah.
Bad at Karate for 5, Eric's playing with Sharbarbara dolls.
Shabarbara.
I don't know what that is.
Like a Barbie, but
Shabarbara.
black name.
Yeah. 40 for 2 says, my knees keep on growing. Mitchell Schumacher for 5, got my biggest problem shirt. It hangs as low as a mini skirt. Thought I ordered women's on accident, though TBF, there's no sex option. Love you.
What?
See, now I don't know if
Hangs
there's
as low as a miniskirt.
I don't know if
What kind
that's
of shirts
true
are you
or if he
selling?
was just trying to trick me. See, I don't know. The shirts are not as low as I can get you one, by the way. I got to get you one.
Okay.
What size are you? XL?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you an XL. Black? You want a black one?
White.
You want one of each?
I want to stain it.
You want one of each?
Nah, just white.
All right, I'll give you a white one. Manny Muskets for 2. I just think the art looks cool. Eric July's Wigger fans. Hold the truth hostage for 5. Had Vito not marked Eric July image with a pepperoni, as Italians do for death, non-conflict would have ever happened. Free Riley Vito, do better. Okay, I don't think I marked him with a pepperoni, but you can accuse me of that. Noel Harding for 2. Complain more, Dick.
Not for $1.99.
Yeah, please keep. Every time I try to do anything for this show, get a guest, come up with a cool
He
new
was great.
bit. Yeah.
Just saying it should have been problem, guest, problem. Because now it's like the show is after the guest.
All right, so he wanted to come in at 6. I said, can we do a little intro and then I'll bring you in at 6:30.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have to start the show early.
Okay. I just feel like it was a lot of filler. It could have been a problem. It was 10, 15 minutes of filler. That could have been a problem.
I was not filler. All of that discussion was great. You're an
It
idiot.
seemed like
You're a moron.
filler.
Everyone loved it. Best episode. Melissa Baker for 5. Sorry I can't stay and watch Vito, but I need to hit the hay. Have a great week, and don't be afraid to get the GameStop girls
See,
number.
she just bailed. She's like, this is filler.
yeah.
I'm out of here.
Shut up. Connor McQuinston for 5. Never would have expected Carl to guess, but frankly, I love to see it. Great guest. Cheese in my pockets, Velveeta for 5. Anyone who complains about the show's format can paint their ceiling red. Synapse for 10. Australia says, Dick, I think you're wrong. This was super interesting. I was already invested in the story before Carl came on, so I'm probably biased. See, you're wrong.
It's biased.
Okay.
I thought it was interesting too, but it
would have been better if it was 30 minutes further on in the episode for no reason.
No, it should have been problem. It's the times was fine. I don't know why you keep gaslighting me into thinking that I'm saying change the times. I'm saying do it exactly like it is, but do a problem first.
But then we have to rush through the problem because we have a specific
It's my problem.
time
What do you
slot.
care?
Yeah, well, I didn't know you were going to do such a shitty problem.
And then you talk about it. Well, I knew the guest was coming on, so I picked something that was easy to talk about, that they could have an opinion on. And then it's not just like hitting a fucking brick wall when they come on. It's like, oh, okay, hello, hi. Then we're talking about something already. Like, he's not going to talk about Eric July.
Why is this the only podcast where we got to talk about the structure of the pod? Like, these are conversations we can have not on air.
Because people at home are going to be wondering, why the fuck didn't they do the problem before they...
No one is thinking that until you put the idea in their head. That's the problem.
Oh, you think if it's not for me, everyone would be like, that was perfect.
Yes,
that was perfect.
they absolutely would
And
have.
now I'm like bamboozled. You sound like Eric July. I'm like, no one thought his comic sucked until I said...
If we had just put up the episode normally, everyone went, wow, that was really cool. Carl came in and they did 2 normal problems.
No,
but
they
now,
said,
because
what
the
the fuck?
fucking internet dad is going, well, really, I should have done a problem. And then Carl should have come in.
Or
and then
whoever won.
I picked a specific problem that he could... No, okay, we're doing... The idea
It doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. It makes absolute sense. It's as crystal clear as a fucking diamond, and I'm sorry you can't see it through your hazy
because now it's
alcohol-covered
like-
glasses.
now it's
okay?
like-
But anyone with a fucking brain in their head gets the idea that, okay,
We'll see.
sometimes we can have little micro guests. They bring in
No,
one
they're
problem.
going to be pissed. It's like, problems in an hour? No, sir. You got to mix the interview in. It's like a late show where Letterman just vamps for an hour, and then like, okay, let's bring a guy in here.
Letterman does a show, and then he brings in the
does
guest.
a bit. He goes to the desk, he does a bit,
Yes,
and then
we
the guest
did
comes out.
30 minutes of bits.
Not an expected bit. You know he's going to go to the desk, do a bit, and then the guest will come out. He does the top 10, then the guest comes out.
We did comments. We talked about Eric's comic. We did a bit. And then it led.
That was bad.
It wasn't bad.
No, because both of us were thinking about the guest. So it wasn't the same kind of, and you're sick. I'm telling you, it was a mistake. The way you wanted to do it was a mistake. I shouldn't have gone along with it. I should have just done my problem like I said.
What are you talking about? No one is complaining. No one is in the comments
complaining
going,
already.
I don't understand why you guys didn't do one problem before bringing Karl on. I was completely thrown off because when I listen to this show, we all know that the winner of the previous episode has to do their problem. So you can't just do Karl's problem because then I don't know who won the episode. Like,
where are you reading that comment from?
No, that's your autistic mind. That's your fucking damaged brain who thinks, well, yeah, I won the episode, so I have to do a problem first. And we can't have
No, it's just easing it in.
No,
it's easing it, tapping it in.
We eased in with a little bit of comments. We talk about Eric's comic, and then we bring on Karl.
It was way too hard of a shift to go from Eric's comic to a guest.
This is so stupid. It went great. I made the show excellent. I got a great guest, and all you can focus on.
No one's denying that. No one's denying that.
Yeah.
I
should have been able to do my Nextdoor problem first. I think
should have been first.
I think the show would have been better if people heard about me getting banned from Nextdoor.
People are gonna be pissed off.
You're an idiot. Claptrap the Destroyer for 20. I miss giving you guys money. Can I get a GTFY, Richard?
GFTY?
Yeah, I think you
go
got it wrong.
Fuck to yourself.
Go
what?
fuck to yourself.
Go fuck the yourself?
Go fuck the yourself. Claptrap.
Claptrap, go fuck the yourself.
There you go.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
I think he's.
Oh, so am I being too autistic again that I don't know what the letters are?
Your obsession over what comes before what. Can we just do it? He had a limited window. We brought him in for the limited window. It went swimmingly. Shut the fuck up. Katie did a podcast for 5. Thanks, Dick, for the support of my tweet this week about Eric privating his My Feelings stream. The Geek Getaway YouTube channel reacts to the stream. Yeah, Eric did a whole stream about
he's losing it. He's losing it, man. His dad needs to show up and give him some support or something. Eric's losing it.
Dude, he has $1 million comic campaign and he's still obsessing over like us and
he hired
Ethan.
The Soska sisters full time. He says that was a big announcement.
He hired 3 different people. He hired both the Soska sisters and some other guy.
What a retard!
Full time. That's 3 more full-time employees. Why?
Did they like show money? He's like a rapper.
Well, you know what though? He said they're going to be like the keepers of the lore. I think he's like, shit, I am kind of fucked. This story doesn't make any fucking sense. I think he's going to have them be the architects of his whole fucking comic.
Why the fuck would I want to read a comic universe written by 2 dumb
it's
broads?
It's the Soska-verse going forward.
What a bunch of fucking trash.
It's becoming
3D
the Soska-verse,
render,
I'll tell you right now.
SketchUp,
yeah.
written by two. If you know,
two women.
You love women in entertainment. How about 2 of them?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Why don't you just fucking kill me?
I can't wait for more lady comic books.
Chuck Dixon is amazing in talent, but 2 broads.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, you got Chuck Dixon and 2.
Yaira's gonna be dog shit. Because you know how I know that? Written by a woman.
Yeah.
What's that you say? Written by 2 women?
2 women.
Oh wow. Do they switch off on every page? Do they tag team
I think she could do this. I think she could fly here. What
a bunch of fucking trash.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
They wrote a porno. Did you know that?
I did. It's weird that Eric's anti-woke comic company has hired 2 ladies who are just like
kind of flip the cross upside down on his cock.
Yeah,
Is there a 3D render of that?
I want to see their pornography. Dumb user.
Why are you making a parallel economy and hiring a bunch of women? That's what destroyed the last economy. What the fuck's the matter with you?
Yeah, you saw what destroyed Hollywood.
I want to hear Chuck Dixon. Excuse me, Chuck. What do you think about hiring a bunch of women in your parallel? Let's hear it. Let's hear your full-throated endorsement of having 2 women.
Well, that's
writing your fucking comic, dude.
That's what I'm warning her about with the parallel economy, where I'm like, okay, so when you guys pitched that idea of the parallel economy, I was very skeptical. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, conservatives love guns and
women.
liquor and like, well, you like,
Fucking love them.
they like putting women in stuff and making them look hot and having their tits hang
women
out.
shooting guns. Oh God, I love women shooting guns so much because I have the IQ of a fucking rock.
Point is, though,
Look at it shooting guns. Yeah.
I would be much happier if the parallel economy, if a fucking Daily Wire Plus was like, and here's our new movie. It's like Rambo and
Lucy Lawless is a cowboy. Wow, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want Gina Carano.
Guys dressed up like women. Oh, fucking amazing. I'm sure all the gay men who are conservatives and hate gay people will love that movie.
I'm like, why don't you just make like this hyper masculine dude bro libertarian fantasy that you guys have instead of
Because they don't, because they're gay.
Yeah, they're not that thing that they claim they are at all.
No.
I'm like, I don't get it. You guys are like
We're
obsessed
triggering lives by
Yeah.
dressing up like women and sucking each other's cocks. Wow, that sounds horrible.
Look at all these guns I have. Oh, cool. You're going to make a movie about a guy who shoots a bunch of guns?
No.
No, we're going to make a movie where we're all dressed up as women as play basketball. I'm like,
Wow, it looks like shit.
man, it would have been cooler if you just made like that gun movie that you seem like you pretend you're into
It's the
guns
most
and
triggering
shit.
movie of all time.
Yeah.
If you don't like conservatives dressed like women and sucking each other's cocks, you're gonna be triggered by this.
What's the name of the guy who made Sully? He's like the perfect example of what to do.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
His movies are fucking terrible too.
They're okay though. Some of them are all right.
Whew.
American Sniper was okay. I liked that.
Gran Turismo was
pretty
good.
cool. Gran Turismo. I like
Just
it.
because of all the racist stuff, though.
Yeah.
If he didn't have all that, like I used to stack, like then it wouldn't be any good.
I mean, I didn't see the stupid one about a bunch of like, what was it, the army guys on the train who stopped a terrorist because it just takes one good guy stepping in to save the day.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood's movies, except for Gran Turismo,
Yeah.
suck.
Gran Turismo. They got a sequel in the theater right now. Gran
Turismo
Turismo's
2?
in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
wow, that's cool.
It is cool.
It's like he's back from the dead. Remember how I said I used to stack guys like you? I'm back.
I'm just
stacking,
saying,
baby.
look, Eastwood's films are sometimes a little too heavy-handed with some of the shit they're doing, but at least it's like, okay, this is
Nothing
a
happens.
conservative movie with conservative values. And at
Not
least
a
it's
woman.
Not a woman. Not a woman
Thank you.
kicking ass or whatever. It's just like, yeah. Hard men dealing
I'm the
with
terror on the prairie.
All right.
I'm Gina Carano. What does your pussy smell like in the Old West? Why? I don't want to think about this.
Did you see the trailer that I posted that was like the most popular trailer for that movie? The whole thing is just Disney fired Gina Carano. And I'm like, is that the only pitch the parallel economy has is
There's
at
no
least we're
such-
not Disney? Like, come
Yes.
on. Yeah, that's it.
You know, I love that they want to boycott Disney but they won't pirate shit.
Right.
Because they're like, oh, it's pretty hard to boycott Disney. Look at everything they own. It's like, no, just pirate everything. Why are you
Yeah.
paying for this shit anyway?
It's easy.
Just it's very easy to boycott Disney. You just go on torrents and get plaques and download whatever you want.
I just got that Wish movie. And my favorite scene in that new Wish movie is when the black guy tells me how to open a slotslight.net account. That was cool. She's like singing a song, and the black guy goes, "Did you know that you can bet on slot machines at home right now?" And I said,
Wait, really?
"Tell me more, slots." Yeah, it's a big part of the movie. It's like 2 minutes. A bunch of Chinese guys are celebrating him. Let's see. Dumb username for 5 says, "I'm sick of Dick's anti-vax talk. Nobody who got the vaccine caught COVID, and everyone who didn't get vaccinated died from COVID." That's true. Mr. Drunka for 5. Heck yeah, Carl. Cool.
Let's go with
hat,
the super
Vito.
chats. I see that bar, and you're too close to the top for how long you've been reading.
Yeah, guys, get these
Let's
super
come on.
chats
Come on.
here.
It's Christmas time. Let's go.
Dumb username for 5. I just realized Rick Sanchez is more like Dr. House than Doc Brown.
Yeah, that's true.
Dead Cat for 2. I literally say, "What's up, buddy?" It literally says, "What's up, buddy?" behind his head. Oh, it does say it right behind your head.
Yeah, and that was like one of the first fan arts.
Well-
from, Cliff Campbell.
Well, I stole that. Cheese in my pockets, Velveeta for 5 says, "The point is Vito's new TBF, but he says it off, but he often says it in comedic fashion, so I don't want him punished." You know, everybody has things they say. You don't have to constantly fucking watchdog them.
No, they don't.
They're just clever turns.
It makes
of
you
phrase.
a worse speaker, though.
No, because that's what Trump does, and you love that guy.
Yeah, but he has a bunch. He mixes them up.
No, he says big. He says win. He says huge. Mostly
He already listed 3.
size related things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Big. I'll just say big more often. Spider Eternal with a big 2. Vito stole Dick's What's Up, Buddy? Vote up Fat Brain. John Q with a huge 2. There's a song on the TDS album called What's Up. Okay, I got it. Clip Samba for 2. I always knew Vito stole What's Up, Buddy from Dick. Great.
Yeah.
Utah-based Armenian for 2. Dick, what's up, buddy? Vito, my weight.
Are you ready for this weigh-in? You said we need to talk about something. What the hell was that?
No, we'll see about it. Crimson
What do you mean
for
we'll see
5.
about it?
We'll see. Hey, guys, I'm sorry to say I lost my job sucking toes at the nursing home because I was too lazy to show up for my first shift. I love you guys. Friggity for 5. I can't believe you guys. Vito acknowledged Vito trying to make What's Up, Buddy his line. Vito, you're a bad friend and a biter. Do better.
Wow.
I think I came up with it. Vito the Wig for 20 says, I hope the scale is calibrated for Vito to be TBF fairly weighed. Top-loaded gaming for 5. $1,000 a month. As someone who lost my house in Hurricane Ida, I'm running a 4-bedroom house for $700, and thank fuck for that, because Jesus fucking Christ, that thing's a shack. I agree.
The hurricane probably has.
The hurricane was
might have something to do with
I think he's getting some assistance there.
They're buying these houses. They're not renting it.
Yeah, it's $1,000 a month mortgage.
Yeah.
Mr. Abtruse for 10. Vito, what is your best guess on how Crimsel is not homeless but has not had a job in 5 years? Welfare. And also, just FYI, I am very straight and not interested in any homosexual activities.
Oh, that's a joke. That guy's gay.
There's a guy who he sent me some DMs saying one of our fans really wants to sleep with me.
You?
Yeah.
Oh.
A male fan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one?
I'd have to look up the name.
Well,
but today,
look it up.
like yesterday, I'm not gonna give his name on the thing.
Why?
But he's sending me more and more detailed pitches about being my live-in rent boy. And
what does he look like?
I don't remember if he sent a picture.
What is a rent boy? Like he lives with you and you fuck him?
Yeah, basically. I think
you fuck him or he fucks you?
I would fuck him would be the thing. Let me see if I can find it here. It's a very kind offer. I just don't think it's necessarily what I'm looking for at this time. And okay.
Why not?
So the
You
first
can make him do comic stuff.
The first pitch was this. I won't give the name. But, Vito, you know how Boogie is fucking that 20-year-old? What if you did that, but with a guy instead?
Okay.
Or is that, you say you're gay or bi, occasionally. Or is that just liberal posturing? Anyway, I'm a young 20-year-old lad getting kicked out of the family house, and I was figuring I might as well reach out to see if I can make my dreams
Is he
come
trying to
true.
neg you into fucking him?
I think
what are you, just
so,
liberal
yeah.
posturing? Are you gay or not?
If you were truly gay, you would let me come live in your house for free and use my butthole.
What are you, too gay to
seems
fuck a guy?
Be the pitch, yeah. I want to be your cum dump. I'm parasocially and physically in love with you, and I want to service you day to day. I'm
What does he
willing
look like?
to do anything. Let me see if I can find it.
Did he send you a picture of his wiener? Or his asshole, I guess, for you?
These are, I don't know if I can show it. Well, I mean, this is on.
Don't show it. Don't show it to people.
Well, this is on their public Twitter account. This is like from their Twitter
Well, that's still
account.
kind of like doxy, don't you think?
I'm
Show me.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to find.
Don't show people.
I'm trying to find. It's a lot of pictures of his dick.
Let's see.
Well, you can here.
What do you mean here? Just put it down on the table.
There. Do you want to zoom in on one of them or something?
What the hell? Oh no! I'm getting sick. I'm getting
Give
fucking
it back
sick.
to me.
No! Get away from me! Get away from me!
My fucking phone.
Oh, you're fucking showing it
Okay, well now I'm not. Okay. Anyway.
with the dress on and stuff.
Yeah, like a femboy situation. I said I don't think that's gonna work. I don't really want someone living in my house.
Why not?
They're not gonna pay rent. Not looking for a cum dump right now necessarily.
Why
Maybe like
not?
a long term.
The GameStop girl didn't work out.
Anyway, that was back in September. Then came back around and said, I'm shooting my second shot here, Vito. All I want to do is cook and clean for you and suck you off every night. I'm a
Every
good
night. That's too much.
That's too
Come
much.
on.
I'm a good chef and I can be whatever you want. I will take estrogen if you want. Please, Vito.
You got to do that.
I said I appreciate your enthusiasm, but unfortunately, I don't think so. And he says, one day I will get you. Until then, I will just continue to edge myself to your episodes of Kick or
They
Keep.
could live here, do yard work around the neighborhood.
Offer to Dick.
Yeah.
And I'll come and I'll fill you up every now and again.
No,
if that's
no,
what
no.
you
That's
need.
not happening.
What?
No, no, no.
That's part of it.
You're gonna pay a troll toll.
I got to pay to use your
Get
rent
this boy's
boy.
toll.
Pigeon Saw. Oh, wait. Is that where we are? Yeah. Pigeon Saw for 10 says Trump 2024. MC
wish.
Hell shit for 10 is the only reason you vote is because you're getting a free taco. Hashtag don't vote. Vito the Wig for 5. Please make a Niggler shirt for us fans. You want just a shirt with a big N on it? Because we can do that. Put the biggest problem logo on there. Maybe make it like a Superman emblem. Can we make a Superman emblem with an N in the middle instead of an S?
I think that would be the wrong idea.
You think?
Yeah.
It could be anything. JJ for 5.
That's the problem.
I hope Vito loses the weigh-in, trading his vote for tacos. I hope President Newsom develops a drug to make this misery bearable. JJ for another 5 says, I wanted to build a house and had to cut the size in half. Vito did it because he was fat and hungry. When you lose, buy a burrito, stuff your face. Butts Granois for 5 says you should have just called your local party offices, have them bid for your vote, likely resulting in a larger quantity of tacos.
Yeah, that's true. What if you could sell your vote? That'd be good.
I was going to say, for those of you who maybe missed the last show, Biggest Problem merchandise now available at killdozer.industries. Get yourself a t-shirt. I got to put up a couple more designs as well, so check in for those. Antagonist for 5. Finally got my optician's license. Thank you for not killing yourself. And please, someone tell Crimsel to get a job. Maybe you can come work for me as my apprentice. Come on, man. Optician?
Cool.
I wonder how much money those guys are making these days. The glasses, it's the eye doctor, right?
What do you mean you wonder how much money they're making these days?
Well, because
More than
no less.
before?
I assume they're making less.
Yeah.
Yeah, more and more people are flooding into these markets.
Chinese
guys coming from abroad to look at our eyes and take our.
How do they even
take
know
the
what they're
secret of the
looking at?
Aryan eye back to China?
Yeah, the fold.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Norm for 5. Is that a stone toss doll? How'd you get that?
No, that's a dildo.
Okay, something's going on. Chad Sharp for $33 and no message. I love it. But then adds an additional $17 and demands more Avery Knox cutouts. I think for $50
right,
we can
$50.
give Chad a little.
See what I got.
As
Oh, not me. He's
not you, Ricky.
I'm retarded also, but
You're not the right kind of retarded.
I'm kind of having a hard time. I realize that I'm only a 3D rendering. Well, oh, you're okay,
And also my
hold
camera's
on.
not there. Do you want me to switch chairs or is that
No, I do not want you to switch chairs. No, Vito, I don't want you to switch chairs. Just hold on. Hold fucking on. You always have to be on camera. You're so selfish.
You don't have to put me on camera if you don't want to.
I know. Calm down, Vito. Don't get
It doesn't
so
work if you
upset.
take the cutout away. And that's just you.
Wait.
There you go. Now it's Ricky again.
Okay, calm down, Vito. I know.
Did it paste?
Let me do it, all right?
Let me do it.
I did a special class about doing OBS. Because OBS actually, it turns out, is the only program that retarded people can use.
Apparently not you.
Hold on there, Vito, all right? Calm down.
on there, Vito.
Calm down. If I just go to paste,
Yeah.
there we go.
Wow.
There we go.
There I am.
And transition. There you go.
Transition day.
There you go, Vito.
Hey,
You can
Ricky.
stop crying. You're not on TV for once in your fucking life.
Well,
all right?
Ricky, we didn't ask for you. We asked for
Fucking
Isom
calm down.
Knox. Okay, Ricky, so you can stop trying to nag me now.
Okay, well, let me just hold on before I get Itham out. 'Cause He's
Okay.
an old guy. He doesn't understand computers. Like
Yeah,
me.
no, not like you. You're
He
you're
doesn't
good with the
understand
computer, huh?
computers. Yeah, I'm very good.
You play your Teletubbies game. You play all your favorites.
No.
Math Blaster. Well, you're not good at
I
Math
play
Blaster.
stopwatch.
Stopwatch.
Start it.
Start it.
Stop it.
I want to see how high it'll go.
I haven't figured out what lap dance yet, but I'm getting there.
You're pretty good at stopwatch,
I'm doing
Ricky.
my thing.
You're pretty good at stopwatch.
Hold on, I'm trying to find. Oh shit! Wait a minute.
I think you got it.
There we go. Oh my.
Oh, hello. Wow. Mr. Avery Knox.
Oh my. You know,
It's been a while.
back in my day, we made a comic by setting up little dolls, taking pictures of them with a picture in paper.
Picture in paper, yeah.
Yeah. For cheap. You
But
know?
now there's a new way of making comics. Your grandson is pioneering.
Oh, that's good. We used to sell them to suckers. We'd take a bunch of dolls, paper dolls,
right.
make a little diorama with them. It's called dioramas, Vito. I don't know if you knew that. It's called
This is
dioramas.
a classic July family grift.
Yeah, we sell them to the dumbest, whitest motherfuckers you could find. We say, get your honky ass down here.
Yeah.
I made $600 one time selling my diorama pictures.
Wow.
Just said this is a real story. I would say
That you were selling.
It looks like dog shit, but I would say this is a real story.
It's a real story, and this is like nothing like anybody else is doing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, your grandson's doing very well with his Alpha Core campaign. Over $1 million raised. Can you believe it?
Really? How is it spelled? I'd have spelled it ALF.
Yeah, okay.
UH. CORPS. How did he spell it?
Pretty close to that.
Pretty close to
Pretty
that.
close. You forgot the PS, though.
Oh, that's good. Good to hear that my boy's doing good.
He's doing excellent. And how are you doing, of course? I know there was
Dad.
Yeah.
That got pissed all over my grave.
I don't know if he pissed on your grave. That could have been anything.
That could have been anybody's piss.
Isn't it nice to have visitors, though? Isn't it nice to have somebody come by, say hi?
Yeah. I guess it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't make a comic about your, illustrious life.
How come he didn't make a comic about me? I'm like a super badass in the slave days.
Is that true?
Into the Civil War, I was actually a badass in the Civil War days. Oh man.
Wow.
They would escape and I would say, "All right, let's ride up, boys. Time to mount up and capture us these escaped slaves."
Wait, hold on a second. The slaves would escape and you would do what exactly?
Round them back up. Get your ass back here.
No, hold on. That's not a good story. The slaves would escape and you'd bring them back?
I was like Batman catching escaped slaves.
No, Mr. Knox.
No.
Unfortunately, at this point in history, your actions are heavily frowned upon. Recapturing escaped slaves.
You're a liberal. That's probably why.
It's not a liberal. Selling certain men into slavery is considered wrong.
My teeth. This is a pretty good way for me to have my teeth for this guy, isn't it? You gotta look at the screen, Vito. It doesn't work when you don't look at the screen. You have to look at the screen.
I'm looking at the screen.
Not any other way.
I know.
Okay?
And now I'm really talking.
You will ruin it for yourself because you start to think that it actually is me talking to you if you only look at the screen.
Okay. Well, I see you there, Mr.
Hey, how do you feel about your weigh-in contest coming up tonight,
I'm
Vito?
very excited. I cannot hide my anticipation.
Yeah. I heard about the format issues on the show.
There are no format issues on the show. There are no format issues other than ones that show up in Dick's head because he's a fucking idiot, all right?
Oh, boy.
No one has a problem with the format other than him because he's overthinking everything.
Okay, sounds just kind of confusing.
It's not confusing. 3 problems were done, all right? Each of the hosts and the guests.
Order. It's weird to have a show.
It's not a weird order.
It is weird to have a show about problems and the guest brings in the first problem. Usually you want to kind of soften it up for them. Right?
It would be weird to do a problem, then bring on a guest.
If you were gonna whip someone, you would whip them first, and then you'd hand it off to somebody else.
The show is not a sandwich, okay? It doesn't. The problems do not have to be sandwiched between each other.
What does sandwich have to do with it?
I'm just saying it's fine to kick off the show with a little bit of gossip and fun.
Oh, I see. Sandwich, apropos nothing. Well,
okay.
I heard about those dioramas, and I just wanted to say that's actually cool. It's standard practice for our family's been scamming for a long time, and that's totally fine.
It's well in line with what your family is used to, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's right. My
okay.
great in Roots days. Where it's
in Roots days, is that what you called them?
Yeah, like Africa. Where stand up little rocks.
Yeah.
And that would be considered a comic.
That was a comic. Rocks
One rock
assembled
speaking
in
to
a
another
loving
rock,
way.
and someone would say, "I've paid for a fucking drawing. What do you? It's just a bunch of rocks that you stacked up and say, well, no refunds."
And then you just throw a bag of
We had a
rocks at 'em.
parallel economy back.
We got a
back-
parallel
We tried
economy.
to have a parallel economy in the South, but you know who.
That was a different
Didn't
kind
like-
of parallel economy.
Well, nonetheless, it's still a parallel economy,
Nah.
but you know who wouldn't let us have that.
Yeah. Was that Mr. Lincoln gave you guys some trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Thank
unfortunately,
God. Thank God.
that parallel economy you were proposing had some problems.
Well, we didn't really do any much better after that. Thank you very much for asking.
I think we're doing a little bit better than we were doing during Confederacy
Not
times.
me. I'm dead.
Yeah, well, that's not.
How is it that you charge $100 for what is a diorama with little dolls, computer dolls, flipped over? Are people saying that that's gay?
There are
I
some
hope
people
not.
suggesting that there might be something unethical, and well, not
Look, I
unethical,
found a way to
but
make
just.
even more teeth. Look at that.
All right, Mr. Knox, come on, get out of here. I'm done with this.
All right.
All right. Well, that was Mr. Avery Knox, of course.
For $50, you got way too much for $50. I think.
Don't
I'm gonna have to
super
take some
chat
of that
shame
back.
him. It's your choice.
That was my fault.
Well, I liked seeing him again, and we got a brief appearance from Ricky. Two of my favorite
Favorite guys.
Rip-A-Verse characters.
We should do a Christmas album of those guys.
Sure. What are they going to sing?
First day of.
Oh, first day of Ripper Christmas, I got an awesome comic.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on there.
Hold
buddy.
on there, boy.
Hold on. No.
All
right. Excuse me, but no, Vito.
No, I'm
I did
allowed
not
to do
say it that
I'm
way.
not allowed to do it.
Well, that for starters.
Neither is I, so I'm allowed to do it.
Well, yes, but I wouldn't. Okay.
Okay.
On the birthday of Ripper, Miss,
Yeah.
my artist gave to me one 3D warehouse. Like that? No.
You nailed it, Ricky. You
Thanks.
nailed it. On the second day, Michael winning for 2. Diamonds are not clear. You are turned. Fantastic.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. I probably said
Diamond's not clear.
I probably said as clear as a diamond. Diamonds are
Oh. Well, the very expensive ones.
clear. Yeah. But I'm saying
I've never heard that saying before, though. Clear as a diamond?
Is that what
Diamonds
I said?
are cut to not be clear.
But their clarity is an important component of the diamond.
Yeah, but you would never see through one. You would use clear clear as a brick. Like you'd
Clear
use
as
it
glass.
negatively.
Okay, clear.
No, you'd never say clear as and then say something. You'd only use that euphemism sarcastically.
Well, I don't remember what I said. I think when I said, I might have said with diamond clarity or something.
It'd be diamond precision.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I don't know what
it's a
happened.
mixed metaphor.
This guy's getting too much gas out of his $2 too.
I know.
Getting too much.
When people super chat us, can it not be in reference to a thing we said 20 minutes earlier? Can you understand that we're not going to like remember what we said? So you have to put it in context. Say, Vito said
Yeah.
blank is a diamond, what he actually meant, okay? Jay Thompson says, for 2, says make a poll about the show format. No. Vito the Woog for 2. Vito arguing with man making $17,000 on a podcast. It's not because of which way he structures the fucking.
You tell me what it's about.
Gates
then.
of Above for 5. You are wrong, Vito. Dick is right. I was completely confused as to how the format of the show started. I was waiting for the problem that
Thank
never
you
came.
for
No,
being
you're
honest.
just
Thank you for
trolling
being
me.
honest.
You're just trolling me because you know it was pissed me off. MSG enthusiast for 7 Canadian. Have some money. My men. Roxanne Kaiser 5. I drew Vito as a fat otter for a reason. Zealous Annoy for 2.
Wait, why?
Because I'm fat.
But with the otter part.
That's because I'm gay.
Otters aren't gay.
Well, otter is
they
a term.
like made for life.
You know, bear is a term in the gay community.
Yeah,
Otter is also a term in the gay community.
but you're not that. I know that term.
Yeah, no. But I'm not a bear either. I'm closer to a bear.
Yeah.
Zealous Annoy. Is it annoy? I never know that word. For 2, Star
we-
Wars is mid-tier sci-fi. Vito the Wig for 2. $20 is enough to read the fairly Vito POS. What? Oh, to read them fairly? Did I say one incorrectly?
Nah, it's $2.
Whatever. Somebody said, yeah, okay. Dumb username for 2. If I wanted to rob Vito, I'd offer to be a rent boy. Very smart. Digging in a post for 5. Biggest problem in the universe is the zombie account stealing the banned Crimsel username. Don't do that. Don't. Hell, Crimsel, you can't possibly steal his username. MSG enthusiast for 7 Canadian says, Vito, watch out for those predator hunters. Maybe that was a predator hunter trying to like trick me.
That was pretty lewd pictures that they were sending you.
Yeah, they could have stolen from somebody else though.
Have them write Vito on your penis. On their penis.
I should have said write Vito on your penis.
Write biggest
to make
problem
sure
on
you're-
your penis.
Yeah, write biggest. Don't do that. I don't need that in my
It doesn't fit. Then I don't want to see it.
I don't want to get accused of grooming fans or
I
whatever.
don't
the
know
fuck.
that they're under
No, but you
18.
could groom adults now.
Who cares?
Weirdos for some reason. They
Who
go,
gives a shit?
now you made that 22-year-old feel like they were special.
Yeah, I'm a fucking bad guy, man.
Yeah, that's true. Dumb username for 5. I noticed that Tomi Taco doesn't do anal. She'll eat a butt, but will not take it in the butt. Classy lady. Maybe that's a cultural thing.
Maybe.
John Riss for 5. As we all know, the guy who messaged Vito is Mr. Abstruse. That's correct. Clipper versus Goalpost for 2. Great guest. Odd pacing. Dick was right. Shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Everybody leave a comment as to how you would structure the guest.
Thank you.
Knowing that they have a 6:30 call time. And
do the problem at
Okay.
6:20.
then it's only a 10-minute problem.
Who fucking cares?
Well, then it sucks, and you're going to rush through it. Leave a comment letting me know how I'm supposed to structure the show, okay? Yeah, because I'm getting the guests. Okay? Well, who's the last guest you brought in?
D's?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, he was a great one. The last guest I brought in was Where? Fucking asshole. Michael winning for 2. $2 worth of gasoline. Who really wins? Tool chest for 5. Vito said earlier in the show he was a fat retard, and I
don't remember
agree.
that. Okay, are we doing the weigh-in?
Sure.
What did you want to talk? What do you want to talk about?
Well,
What?
I think we should go to VitoLoses.com.
Okay. VitoLoses.com.
Okay.
It's at 11:78.
11:78.
Time until final weigh-in. 4 days.
4 days.
You want those 4 days?
I just feel like it should be next show, and I should get.
Oh!
Let's be real.
Fucking cheap ass.
If this is over-under situation, I have 4 days, 11 hours left. Why would I weigh in now?
You think you're gonna lose it?
That's almost a whole week.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
Bro, I'm just going by your fucking setup. 4 days, 11 hours, 36 minutes.
Damn it. Okay, what about this?
I'm going by your way.
What about this?
What? I had what? 100?
So I have a scale, and
Yeah.
I've covered up the numbers.
Sure.
It is a Bluetooth scale that's connected to my phone.
No.
What do you mean no?
You want
That's
me to
what it
weigh in
is.
now?
This is the deal.
Okay.
You weigh yourself now,
Yeah.
and you could pick which one,
Which number?
which number.
Okay. So I get to weigh in next week as well.
You get to weigh in next week as well.
Okay.
Because your weight might fluctuate. Do you think you're under it?
I
Did
think
you weigh
my-
yourself
I think
today?
my weight is fluctuating right now.
Did you weigh yourself today?
Yeah, but my scale's fucked.
How fucked is it?
It's like broken.
Well, how broken?
The cleaning lady came over and touched it. It shattered
Sorry,
into
it
a million
happens-
pieces.
What happens everywhere you go?
I'm just saying, look, 4 days, 11
You
hours.
have to weigh your. You have to. I won't tell anybody what it is
Well, I want to know what it is today, but I don't think you should get to see it. Why do you get to see it?
because I'm the only one that could keep secrets.
I'll take a picture of it.
No,
You're going to
you
keep
have
a
to go in
secret?
blind.
All right, I'll go. Well, wait, do I get to know what my weight is?
No,
Why not?
because
right.
you're fucking being a lawyer about the rules.
So then why do you want to know it? You just want to know it for your own curiosity?
No, I will. I
You're
have it
gonna
on
write
my
it down.
fucking computer machine. Put your phone. Don't take your phone. Take your hat off. Take that shirt off. And I'm gonna cover up my everything.
I got one other thing. I got a box of stuff. Can we do one more bit?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Are you going to react to it?
No, come on, me.
Stone face. Shut up.
Here we go. Just stand on it. Okay. I got it.
Should I do it again just to double check?
You can.
Is it the same?
Yeah, it's about the same.
Okay.
It's 0.2 pounds difference.
Okay.
Okay. So next week you're going to do it?
Yeah.
To get your 4 days out?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Cut off my fucking legs. Shut up.
You got a lot of money on the line
I
here.
know. Now people can put more.
$1,200.
Now we should make it a real betting situation.
People could put. Do you think you're going to get in? Do you want to bet? You want to bet on your weigh-in also
No.
for next week?
Bet on my way in.
What do you have
Against
here?
the spirit of the rules.
Mm-hmm.
I have a gift. You should be able to tell what it is immediately.
It's all caps comics.
This comes from our good friend Ethan Van Sciver.
Oh yes.
Creator of Cyberfrog.
Does he use 3D models to do those intricate
No.
like thousands of lines?
No, he draws.
Cyber muscles and shit.
He
on
needs more
Cyberfrog?
discipline. He needs more discipline, according to Eric. I don't actually know. So I know that
Eric, by the way, Eric did the one sport that requires no practice.
Right.
Running.
So here from our good friend Ethan Van Sciver over at All
yes.
Caps Comics.
Okay.
Creators of Cyberfrog. Cyberfrog now available on Indiegogo. I believe Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination. Is that correct?
Oh,
we have
the Zizix.
the Vispas here. I got to put it where. So he has sent us a variety of Cyberfrog toy. Ooh, I'm keeping this one though. I get the ultimate. Technically, he sent these to me, but I said, you know what? I'll bring them on the show and unbox them there. And I'm sure Dick would want something.
Ooh, you know what? I opened it, and there's a woman's hot ass.
Nice.
So you are on notice.
My comic has hot asses in it
bigger.
as well. We got a nice foil. Ooh, this is nice. The foiling.
Wait, is this the new one?
No, the new one's not out yet. That's got. When is that?
I don't know.
That might be 2 again. It might be a variant of 2.
No, it's Salamandroid.
This is our collector's album, and this is just in case people are like, "Oh, that's like dented up." Specifically, this is the stuff that he didn't want to sell because it had little dents in
I
it.
mean, this shit's like honestly, this shit's like why you read comics. Like, look,
Yeah, that's so much. It's like artistic. It's
like
cool.
fucking crazy.
It's
man.
awesome.
The way he draws the honey things is crazy. Oh yeah, part 2. Okay.
Ooh, here we go. These are awesome. You want a hat?
I like that he made this one. You can beat off to the chick on the last
Okay,
page.
well, there's more to comics than just beating off to them, Dick. Trying to put on my new
Okay.
cool Comicsgate guy hat, which will forever get me banned from the comic industry, but that's fine. And that Vespa's figure is cool. Is there a Cyberfrog? Oh, here we go. Here's our boy. Look at that.
Oh wow.
That's fucking awesome.
cool.
Dude, these are way bigger than I thought they were too.
Yeah, they're huge.
This is huge.
Can I
This
open
is
it?
like, yeah, open it up. I mean, I'm not opening this one though. Well,
You just
actually,
told
maybe
me
I
to
will.
open it up, and I get one fucking finger, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not opening mine up."
No, you can
though.
open that up. You can open it up. This is
Are you
sick.
supposed to open them?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, these ones. These ones are again. He had like some stock that I think got a little dinged, and so he, rather than
Why are you demeaning his present?
no, but I'm telling no. That's
You're making it sound like it fell off. Like it's like, oh, this.
no, but I'm saying to you, the customer, that's how much he cares about you. Is that he would never sell you dented merchandise.
It's just weird
that-
bringing up dented merchandise at all when you're like showing
Well,
presents.
when you order a bunch of stuff, like some of it's gonna get a little whatever. But I'm saying, whatever. I'm just putting it in context.
No, you're putting it in a bad context.
And we got Heather. Man, I kind of want to like pose these. We should put them on the set somewhere.
All right.
These are hot. This is the chicken fry edition. Oh.
This is my favorite part of any toys. The twist tie.
The twist
Opening
ties?
the
Taking
twist
the twist
tie.
ties off?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Cyberfrog out. I'm gonna see my Cyberfrog.
Oh shit! I fucked it up.
Toys are meant to be played with.
By kids.
No, by me. By adults.
Well, this is way better than somebody sent me a black Pac-Man.
Shut the fuck up. The second you started that sentence, I already knew where it was going. I'm already like, I know he's gonna nag my little gift. He's gonna go, yeah, Vito gave me a Pac-Man. It fucking sucks. Fuck you.
All right.
Yeah, we
go.
can make him fight and shit.
I like that guy remembered that I said I fell asleep to his videos.
To Carl's videos?
Yeah, he remembered it all the way till the end.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Can I get this on Dick's camera?
All right.
Look at this guy.
He's going to fuck chicks with this stinger and stuff. Cool.
Oh. See, this is so cool.
How does this go?
With the base, it's just a little hook, so you just got to like figure out how to position it.
Well, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, but I'm saying it doesn't go anywhere in particular. It's just like literally wherever you feel it should go.
Oh. Like that?
No, I think you actually had it. I think the way you were doing it was correct. Put it around the
break
body.
it. Oh, wait, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah. And then it can balance.
Okay, cool.
My name is Cyberfrog.
So I can make a Cyberfrog comic just by arranging these and
just by taking pictures of these and then flattening it in a SketchUp type program and having it add a shitty black outline to everything. Okay. You might even be able to find a cool model to use for Cyberfrog's truck, which could be an important, exciting character for your comic.
Well, thank you.
Thank you to Ethan Van Sciver, creator of Cyberfrog, again, available now on Indiegogo. Cyberfrog 3 Right Extermination, and I believe the figures are still available in limited quantities, maybe through Ethan's personal store. I don't know the best way to get these, but honestly, these are great.
Let me see.
I'm jealous.
Fucking, you're sick.
I'm not so...
I can't fucking play with Cyberfrog because you're sick.
Give me some antibacterial spray. I'll spray the fucking figure.
No, that's only 99.99%.
Here,
effective.
play with the heads.
No, you looked at that. What's the folder that you got? Trapper Keeper?
Yeah, it's for your collector's cards, so you can store all your Cyberfrog trading cards.
Oh, those exist?
Yeah, he's got trading cards. He didn't send us any, Ethan. Deals with that. I don't know what that's about.
Maybe you didn't have any dinged ones.
I like free shit. Shut up.
Hey, everybody. We got some dinged merch from Ethan Van Sciver. Pretty cool.
Oh, whatever. I just, you know. Look, that's how he presented it to me. He said, I have...
Not even you taking it like you messed up. You saying that it's actually true and that he said that. Oh, my God.
I don't see how that's throwing shade. I'm just explaining.
Do not speak at my funeral. Don't. Please don't.
A couple figures fell off the truck, and his loss is our bounty. Okay? That's it.
All right. Thank you, everybody. I guess you're going to weigh in next week.
I'm going to weigh in next week. And
you got 7 days.
Yeah, I know.
And I know exactly how much you have to gain or lose.
Yeah, I know.
You could lose it. If you gain, I have the number.
Yeah.
If you gain over the number, you lose.
I lose.
Or you have to lose weight.
Or I have to lose weight. Or I've already made it, and I've made a miscalculated decision.
That's what we'll know next week.
We're going to find out.
You got to do it right away next week, right at the beginning of the show.
What's that? Why?
Because people are going to be all cock-teased.
Well, they should have looked at the website. It's got the fucking date on there. I didn't set up the website. This is your fault.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'll put up the list of our new supporters because I finally made it. Just real quick, guys.
That one?
No, that's not it.
Oh, there it is.
Is that the new one? That's the new one. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the show, maintaining your Patreon, and backed by memberships. Helps us make the show better than ever. Lets us get guests like Karl Jobst, who I had to pay thousands of dollars for his appearance, of course. No, it's not true. We love Karl. Karl's great. Everybody's great. Thanks. Great show. Next week, you're going to find out just how much I smashed your expectations and the hundreds of pounds that have been lost.
Yeah.
Check the super chats real quick because I imagine they're all yelling at me. Let's see. Maybe I'll tell you guys if you super chat a whole bunch. Maybe then I'll like bring it in. Okay, we got a couple more super chats. Let me see.
Dick was right. Format
chat.
sucked. Stop fucking up the show,
Berserker
Vito.
for 2. Vito's Guy's Cradle is on the line. What Banter for 5. If you want to be a lawyer about it, you should weigh in when the countdown hits 0. It's closest without going over or whatever. Well, I guess it is going over. Off Duty Desperado for 10. Hey, I have a quick Carl. I made love to Carl's WATP wife ×3 at the last road rage in my Airbnb. Am I still a good Catholic? She's married, not me. Ha ha ha. I like that the show ends with a super chat of someone fucking Carl's
Well,
wife.
it's $10.
What a
All
good
right.
ending.
Thanks.
Thanks, everybody.
Charge back.
So, Cyberfrog.